to the sensitive savage community. Welcome everybody. How's everybody doing? Let's check the sounds. Full agenda today because they never, our favorite celebrities just be doing a lot. So welcome. Let's greet everyone. Thank you, members. See who we have here. Thank you. Please hit the like button. Let's see what's going on. Hi, nice to see you. Member Miss Marianne, thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Patreon members. If you're in the building, just shout yourself out because there's so many, there's so many people, and there's like a lot of new people that I was not familiar with since my membership moved there. Thank you. We in asylum. We in the building. Yeah, pack them out. We're gonna pack them out. So welcome to all your hip hop news with common sense and humor. Uh, let's see who else is here. Make sure I have everybody. The real J Fax. Let's talk about it. Um, let's see. Hello, everybody. Yes, you made it, Miss Marianne. Your music divas here. Hi, Ken folks. Sorry, Miss Jesse. Are me rapping, but oh, y'all having a nice conversation. That's what's up. Community, the savage community. Okay, so thank you. Hello, Miss Rocky McGee. Hi. We have a full docket here in hip hop court, which it feels like it's hip hop court where we talk about people, and we realize that us regular folks have more common sense than these celebs, right? Common sense is not common; it's a lost art. You guys can hear me okay? I hope so, because listen, I have no patience for technology. We got so much to talk about. Um, and as a matter of fact, let me add something. Uh, okay, so as you see in the title, but we couldn't fit everything in the title. We are the city network. How you doing? Salute. Um, so we have Drake's fall off, and I should have titled this Drake is competing with J. Cole to have the worst fall off ever, 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 ever. He is in stiff competition, because he done forgot about Iceman. He's like, what? I did Iceman? Okay, fine. Whatever. But he's in stiff competition with J. Fold. So we're gonna talk about his fall off, and it's absolutely deliciously epic. I'm sorry, like I said, a lot of people be like, "Oh, you're so sweet. How come you be just so crazy?" I tell the truth. It's like I tell the truth. Okay, so we have that. We have his Drake's financial woes. We have dear Jesus, these people. Lizelle, hi, welcome. Um, uh, just his whole financial situation and all the lawsuits that are piling. It should be Drake drop. What they drop on him? A lawsuit. It shouldn't. It's like the albums are nothing. He literally from the last 2 years he dropped over 100 songs, 43 songs here, 40 songs before, a bunch of singles, and that hard drive nonsense that nobody had time to listen to, and it's not sticking at all. It's not sticking. We're gonna talk about yeah, Drake and Drake's baby mama getting married on Father's Day. Absolutely, um you know poetic justice. Academic and whatever the heck he got going on. He always has something going on. He's like a hot mess. He can't stop being a hot mess. And that's why they gave him that award. That award was not for like the best media personality. That award is like who is like a guilty pleasure that people have. Like, let's watch a train wreck. Oh my god, this accident was so crazy, and that's why people watch him, because and half of the people are laughing at him. I know they are. They're having the time of their life. Celebrity's main objective is, Asylum said, celebrity's main objective is to simply entertain. Not everyone could be a leader or teach. There is a few exceptions like Kendrick, Mos Def, Nas, Tupac, Nipsey. Correct. It's crazy. The Fall Off album's not even on the charts. It took 3.5 weeks. We packed it out. Good job, community. Good job. Whatever y'all did to get that thing out of here, y'all out of here. Okay. Now, we're gonna talk about J. Cole's actual fall off and how he manifested. The power of manifestation. He actually manifested a fantastic fall off. He knew it was coming. It's like in that Spider-Man movie when Spider-Man, I don't forgot who said, "You knew this was coming, Pete." Spider-Man 2. I love Marvel movies, but it's true. It's like we knew this was coming. K Smooth, how you doing? Um, Too much drama with the other side. They're insane. So what else we have? Academics and his Grand Wizard nonsense idiot, you know, and how he got caught up. They found him. Being evil comes at a cost. So while we're talking about Drake, we're gonna unpack his legal woes, his everything that's going on, and we're gonna talk about how the money that he so-called owes, and also the money that he spent on this rollout for Iceman, and now he wants to instead change his album, I guess, to the Fall Off voluntarily. And he spent the money that he owes, and then the money that he spent on promoting this lets you know that it's a brain full of marbles, or just there's nothing there. Very low IQ, very low IQ. It's like 2 plus 2 is still 4. If you can't buy something for $10 if you got 50 cents, you know what I'm saying? And that's a concept that us regular folks we get and they don't get. Um, but we're gonna break it down. I'm gonna try to break it down as best that I can. I'm not an expert at this stuff. I just read and react the way I want, in the common sense the stuff that I do. Hey, twin. Oh, hi, Miss Shirley. Hi, twin. Hey, Sister Savage. How's your day going? Great, because I'm here with y'all. We have a date again. And a lot of my community, like, I feel like we're twinsies, because yeah, if y'all resonate with me, as you can see, I have a lot of views and not that many people subscribe, which is fine, because I do want people to subscribe. So hit the subscribe button if you feel that you resonate with my channel. But at the same time, I'm all about quality. You understand? And people that are like-minded. Uh, just like Kendrick. Kendrick could have been hitting the numbers and have all this, poppy music to just hit charts for 10 years, and he just puts out quality, and whoever resonates, if you put it, they will come. So thank you. But with that being said, yeah, I resonate with a lot of people. Of course, Dirtbag. Yeah, we're gonna talk about him. What's the Dirtbag? Absolutely, a bunch of other channels claiming, yeah. I'm glad he didn't say anything to me, because my pack out would have been absolutely phenomenal, and I would have also made sure I did the edit of my life. First of all, my edits of Drake, I think, are hilarious. I enjoy them. Thank you so much. Who is that? Q Smooth, you're beautiful. Lord have mercy. Thank you. Don't make me cry. Real assignment, real students. Thank you so much. That was smooth. It's the name. Sensitive Savage and chat forever blessed. Hi, how you doing? We're great, and we're glad that you're joining us. We're gonna talk about Jay Z. Jay Z has a pop up. I had a pop up. He got the money, folks. So he took over the trains. He took over a train in Brooklyn. It was underground. He had, the merch in the subway. He turned, and then the pop up store was like a museum. It was crazy. It was creative. It was dope. But we're also gonna talk about, it's Jay Z, so he's controversial. We're going to talk about Jay Z's HBO special that he got, documentary going on. And then we're going to talk about Jay Z's little Target fiasco, if you will. His little Target fiasco. Love the hair, though, Jay Z. It's rocking. Love the hair. Thank you. This has the great shorts for Kendrick and Company. Yeah, I know how to do a shorts. I'm a very silly person. and very crazy when provoked. Only when provoked. Hello, Sense of Savage Chat. How are you guys? Forever blessed. Thank you. We're great. We're happy that you're here. We're gonna talk about Pooh Shiesty. Lord have mercy on my soul. Boy, the apple didn't fall far from the tree, but we'll talk about what's going on with him. It's ridiculous. Like literally, if I was a stand-up comedian, I would have so much material, I wouldn't even know what to do. Um, the jokes write themselves. We're gonna talk about J. Cole's um fantastic fall off. Um, we're going to talk about baby Keem and performing tomorrow at the BET Awards. We also have Kendrick and the National Basketball Players Association partnership. Epic, epic, astronomically epic. That just goes to show you when we talk about him. We're gonna. How the news tells horrendous things, and then at the end they'll say, "But this cat says mama," and they leave you with something lighthearted, like to cleanse your palate after you have this outrageous meal of crazy ass celebrities. So we're gonna wind down, with Kendrick. So the last thing on your mind, when we leave each other, it'll be like, oh, Kendrick and how he thinks different. Everybody is thinking in one way, and he's, making little people making moves like, I'm gonna get back at you like this. Just like Nas. Nas is like, I'm buying casinos. I don't know what y'all doing. I'm buying $1 billion casinos. I can't get back to you today. I'm busy. So he is making like this is like 510D chess. Like the moves that Kendrick is making, I just want to scream. I cannot believe how outrageous, fantastic like these moves are. He is just this has to be another word for genius. Genius is not enough. Edward, how you doing? It's all good. Your video, Miss Shirley said, love your videos. They are so accurate. Thank you for keeping us informed. No, you're welcome. I'm glad you like my videos. Yes, that's great. Thank you for showing up, everybody. I know there's like, all your favorite content creators. We're all like, a lot of us are live at the same time. So I appreciate um poor Pooh, he's not getting out because he violated. Yeah, everybody got let out. We're gonna talk about that. His own father got let out. I'm I can't. It's just crazy. Um, so it is outrageous. Let's see. Um, Okay, so we'll start with Drake. With Drake's and Drake competing with J. Cole on the fall off. He's like, no, it's my fall off. It's not yours. It's mine. Give me that. Give me that. Right? Says he has nowhere to go. First of all, you know, sometimes you want to feel bad for Drake and then you can't because he does too many, bitch ass moves. Like but Kendrick's is a nightmare that haunts him day and night, and he has an obsession with him anyway. So it's like he needs deep therapy. But he's in the news again because well, first of all, he's being sued. Dear Lord, he is selling. Oh, this is what happened. Last live that I had, I was reporting on Drake selling 50% of his company out of nowhere. Don't y'all think that's suspicious? Hey, 50% off. Everything must go. Clearance. Come on, guys. Buy, buy, buy. You know what I'm saying? Pay now. You pay now. You buy now, right? Why would somebody just out of nowhere want to just sell stuff? And you're selling control. And I'm gonna double down what I said before. You're selling control. You think Kendrick is just giving out his company like it's gum, like pieces of gum? You know what I'm saying? Right. It's very suspicious. I said that in my last live, and I was prophetic. I was prophetic because the next day was that it came out, and the next 2 days after my live is when it came out that hey, he owes money. I've been said it. If you check out my live from last week, I said he must owe so much money. I don't listen to, oh, they gave him $400 million. You don't know how that works. I don't know 100% either, but I do an extensive amount of research and I know people in the industry. And you don't get all that money. It's almost like a loan or like you have to work for it, and you have to pay certain things. If they're fronting you a lot of money, then that is to pay for things. Like you have to, sponsor, and you have to like use that for resources. and you have to pay it back. You have to pay it back. Cat Williams, hi, welcome. Yeah, it was very suspicious. Asylum said, I'm curious about it. If you listen to some high level street rappers, oh, I don't know what you have to. Yeah. So, Poor Antonio song was worse than. Yeah, Poor Antonio song was just as bad or worse than the apology, because for the apology, well, that really that's like a coward move. It's like him and Drake don't belong in hip hop. I'm gonna say I'm remember what I call myself, the unpopular opinion. If you come here, you're gonna get this little piece of YouTube that we keep it real according to what we think is it makes sense. You understand what I'm saying? 400 mil, that's cap. That's cap, because why would he, just think, why would he be in a financial situation where Lawbury, that's the perfect name, right? That's why they call him that. Angie, how you doing? Drake bought Kendrick's house when he grew up. No, that's just a rumor. That's not fully confirmed. So until the paperwork comes out, I don't like to confirm stuff. But if he did, it will go along with his obsession of him. But that's just a rumor. It's not. The paperwork did not come out for that, so we'll see. But who cares? Like, like he buys paraphernalia because that's as close as he's gonna get to the culture. He tries to buy respect and little things like that show, like, hey, I'm taking over the world. I have one gazillion dollars. You know what I'm saying? Like Austin Powers. He's just trying to inflate. He's a walking hyperbole. He just exaggerates everything he does. He wants to be the best, and it goes along with his narcissistic way. So what's happening is that his company, OVEO company, took a loan from what is this company? ARI, okay? This company ARI, which funded um OVO, and so the loan, he owes the loan 5,234,121.93. Okay. So here's what I have to say about that. We're gonna put a pin on that. He owes them $5 million, and what they're saying is that he failed to make payments. Like he made a little payment. It's like, listen, I've always said, and someone told me this also, if you make $100,000 a year, but you're spending 200,000, you're more broke than someone that makes 30,000 and only spends about 20,000 and saves the rest in the bank, or has a way to, save money. That person is more rich. That person got more money to invest, to flip it, to make that little money make more money, to go on a little vacation, etc. He's living way above his means. Let's see what y'all think. Just won an award. Yeah, he won another award. Laurie didn't buy Kendrick's house. Yeah, uh, yeah, you should be unpopular opinion. Thank you. Yes, Edward, I like, yeah, the way you think. He better sell it. Yeah, that's just a rumor, and he got bigger fish to fry, as we're discussing. So here now, put a pin on that. Yeah, I agree, Edward. I've said that for years, and people didn't want to listen to me, and it was so crazy and controversial for me to say he's MAGA and his fans are MAGA. They don't have comprehension skills. They don't have higher thinking order skills. They don't have common sense. They don't have. It's like your IQ should be higher than your age. Let's put that as a goal for them. Okay, your IQ, your homework is your IQ should get higher than your age. Work on that. OV holes, right? So now he owes this company 5 million, and they want their money. It's a whole bunch of stuff, right? Put a pin on that. Let's talk about how much he spent for this Iceman rollout, right? And I'm not kidding. This is like what's there. He spent 1.2 million on the blocks of ice. On the blocks of ice. He said, let me say it again. He spent 1.2 million on blocks of ice and icing stuff down. He spent 15 million on freezing that tower downtown in Toronto. Freezing a whole building. What, I laugh because that's so idiotic that you have to laugh. It's like Pinky and the Brain, that cartoon. You understand? He's like a cartoon. Drake is like a cartoon. How do you spend 15 million for lighting, for LED effects, and freezing a tower. That stuff. If y'all not sure what I'm talking about, I have a video on it, or y'all could look that up. So he spent that. He spent $120,000 on buying Michael Jackson's glove or something like that, right? Now, I'm gonna say it again. If I owe the bank or whatever this much, and then I'm spending like crazy on nonsense and foolishness, right? He's an absolute idiot. It's not alleged, right? So he spent 500K on some feature, some Molly, whatever, Santana, whatever, somebody, on a feature that somebody did for him, right? But the person said they would do it for free. And he was like, "No, I want to get rid of my money. I want to be broke. I want to." No, that's not how this works. So let me say it again. The person agreed to do it for free, the feature, I think on Iceman, whatever the hell, right? And he gave her he gave the person 500K. He spent 1.2 million on ice and 15 million or whatever on promotion, merch, and all that, and all the nonsense that he spent allegedly around. So all of that is about, close to 18 million, or just millions. But you owe the bank 5 million, and it's more. So the merch, I have to put out a video that's hilarious with Glasses Malone, absolutely hysterical, talking about how ain't nobody got time for that. Who the hell wants to buy merch? Like the prices, and by the way, his he has lost money. He has lost. He's OVO has been losing money. Just in case y'all not sure, OVO's been losing money. They lost in 2024 with the rap battle. They lost $8 million. Okay, I'm not saying that it's connected, but by God, Kendrick, I swear to goodness, man, you be doing the Lord's work. Kendrick, you are doing the Lord's work. So I don't know where they spent. Kendrick, the same year, Kendrick's getting accolades and awards. What do you think all those awards translates into? Money, because now Kendrick has been on high demand, but he's on extremely high demand. He has the most Grammy of a hip hop artist. They are making up awards just to give it to him. Like they're giving him every award that there is. You understand? So he is highly sought out, and he's made money. Then with the tour, he made about 300 and some million. Do you see the difference? Do you see the dichotomy? This is karma. This is karma. Good karma is you will have raining abundance on you. And bad karma is like everywhere you turn, it's like, oh shit, like what happened now? It's like stupid surprises. Drake is getting baptized in stupid surprises. Every time he wakes up, it must be horrible being Drake. Every time he wakes up, he has to ask his personal assistant or his manager or his like financial guy, did I get another lawsuit? That's how he wakes up, because he don't wake up with gratitude. He ain't humble, and the universe is putting wet belt to ass. Let's say it again. Wet belt to ass. If you know, you know. It gets crazy out there. The universe is like shebang. You get me? And that's probably why he did that song, because he's been in so much pain, and he's been getting just striking and striking from the universe. And he was like, shebang, neither these shebang, and that's all that he remembers to say. And that's why he's like, yeah, that album, he tried to make that album therapy. Let me stop, because I could go crazy. He tried to make that album therapy. That was his therapy. That was him. Listen, I said the Iceman album, and I listened to the whole thing because I value my ears. I value just my spirit. I don't want that nasty energy, and I don't even want to be nowhere near his karma, right? So I saw snippets and little, everybody complaining and the little shorts and stuff. And I read the lyrics on some of the songs, right? I was like, man, I heard enough. It was a cry for help. It was a Kendrick haunts my dreams, and it's almost like he fell in love with his oppressor. It gets deep. It gets deep. So let me see what y'all saying. Um, Yeah, Miss Shirley, Drake, just like that orange man refused to pay his bills, right? Trying to do shortcuts, trying to maneuver. And Karma's like, every time he turns around, somebody please, RDC, make a cartoon, make something where every time Drake turns around, it's like Karma. It's like a bill collector. It's like this, it's like that. Because it's literally poetic. Like, you can't make this type of comedy even if you wanted to. You cannot make it. Because when we finish talking about Drake, we're gonna end with his baby mama's wedding. That's how we're gonna end that talk. Okay. Kendrick keeps winning. Yeah, he just wants something. Um Drake, yeah. What award? Kendrick got an ask something ask I forgot. He got a new award. He also got Luther, I put it on my page. So yeah, I posted. I did a shorts on, and I also posted like some of all the awards that he's been getting, because he's been getting so many awards. Thank you, everybody, for like 800 likes on the post that I just listed a lot. We put a list of all, like not even all, but most of Kendrick's awards that he's been winning, because it's literally out of control. He just won. Let me see. I'll tell you. Uh, yeah, I'll just look it up. Okay, because he just wants something else. Um yeah, I forgot what it was called. If y'all know, just let me know. Yeah, it starts with a, yeah, okay. So right, it's a ASCAP, ASCAP Rhythm and Soul Song of the Year for Luther. He just won that last night or the night before. ASCAP, ASCAP award. And not even kidding. He just won that. I posted an award that he won, and then he won another one while I was posting an award. So I didn't get a chance to post this one. Um you mean it's not even true. Wait, what's going on? Let me see. If he bought it, he better sell it before goes towards down payment. No, your music diva, he didn't buy it. He didn't buy the house. Yeah, it hasn't been confirmed. That's why I don't. A lot of people ask me, oh, why don't you post certain things? I gotta wait, and because I don't want to make too many mistakes. Like, I've made mistakes where I post something, then I'm like, no, let me take it down because it hasn't been confirmed. So I'd rather just wait and see. Um, yeah, he didn't. Yeah. Yeah, so Miss Shirley said, "Who in their right mind would spend 1.2 million cotillion? Have y'all seen Austin Power? 1 trillion cotillion dollars when he goes like that on ice. That's like me buying $1 million worth of Jello and just glopping it just like downtown. Like, here, it's like, if you watch Office Space. Remember when he jelloed the whole like office, when one of the characters jelloed the whole office just to get back at each other? So he thought he was making some big moves. And listen, the Kendrick's lyrics. Kendrick thinks it's too easy to diss Drake. Gambling problem, pill popping problem, money problem, gambling. You understand? Kendrick did not lie. He did not lie. And if you study Drake, you will see that is true. You could be prophetic too. You could be psychic too, because you don't even need to be psychic to realize he has so many issues and no tissues. Issues and no tissues. Um Drake really sold 50% of his record label Lifestyle Apparel. He should, first of all, whoever bought that crap is an idiot. Who the heck, or whoever's about to buy it, who wants, you see them corny ass owl, who wants a dumbass looking owl on their shirt? You understand? That I have to put that video. I'm gonna put that video maybe later on or tomorrow. And Glasses Malone, because I like to give my subscribers a good laugh. I am his twinsies, okay? I am his twin, because I be complaining to the point where I give myself a headache, because I just feel like, oh my god, does no one see what I see? Like, who the hell? You gotta have it's a new level of stupidity. You gotta be a straight imbecile to be like, yeah, I want to buy an OV shirt, because all the kids are gonna be like OV when they see you. So you buying secondhand embarrassment. Um, Drake is so childish. Like, yeah, he's a hot mess. There are narcissists. Yeah, he's buying getting bullied by, like, 10-year-olds. Drake wasted all his money on Iceman album, and now he wasted all that money on the album, and now he just wants to fall. Now he's just competing to be in the fall off. He wasted all that money and to no avail. The album, nobody cares. They took all his songs and made them into like nursery rhymes. Most of his songs. And now Mal, by the way, a side note, Mal, whatever, Rory and Mal, they're like, oh, he doesn't have a song of the summer. No, you freaking idiots. Nobody, listen, Kendrick opened the mind and the consciousness of everybody, even the OV hosts. So some of them know they're not feeling it. That's why they go online and they say, yo, we got to stream his music nonstop. We don't got to do that with Kendrick. When we want to run it up, well, we'll run it up. We'll say, yo, we running it up, but we don't have to, because people genuinely love Luther, the song. They genuinely love GNX. They genuinely are rocking all of Kendrick's entire discography. You understand? We don't got to be like, oh, come on, please stream. I can't sleep. Did you stream? You got to stay awake. They're teaching each other how to stream. They're online saying, yo, bro, you got to, that's what I'm saying. The level of stupidity is like, is breathtaking to watch. It's like, I laugh so much. I think it's hilarious to me. Asylum he was BS 97% Drake propaganda on Twitter, and we know it's cat. They said he paid 4 million. Yeah, he's an idiot. That's what I'm saying. These celebrities make you watching celebrities will raise your self esteem. It's like, whoo, it's gonna be all right, because I'm not that stupid. I'm not that stupid, and that's another thing. Not everybody, just like Kendrick says. Kendrick has amazing interviews where 10 years ago, 13 years ago, as a 20 or as a child, basically, even as a teenager, I have interviews that I upload on this channel, and he's dropping gems. He's dropping, he's giving you the 411. You know what I'm saying? He's dropping knowledge at a young age, and he's been consistent the whole time. The whole time, Kendrick's been like, are you the best? They asked him this when he was like 16. Yes, I'm the best. They asked him this when he was like 23. I got another interview when he's like 29. He's like, I got to be. You understand? He never flipped. He never changed. And that's why he's been authentic. And that's the reason why big partnerships and big corporations are like, yeah, we want to, the NBA, is trying to, is doing a partnership with him because there is trust, because he's consistent. And Drake know that OVO is trash, and that's why he's trying to get rid of it. 50% off. It's like Five Below. He should open up. He should get a franchise of Five Below and just be like Five and OVO. OVO, Five OVO. You see, Drake, don't ever say I didn't do anything to you. For you, I'm helping. Get one of them. Do a little franchise, get one of, be a manager at one of the little Five Belows, if and just be like Five and OVO. You heard it here first. I've been saying that, by the way. When he had money trouble, that's the first thing I thought of, because after all, you want to help him, I guess, to get rid of that crap. So everything must go. Shirley said, thank you, Ken. We would not have known this fictitious man if it wasn't for him, right? Drake really tried to use West Coast beat. Yeah, he tried to, I have a video on that. That money for a low tier album is wild. It's out of control, out of pocket. So Drake, Drake, when he turned around, he found himself, he woke up. So that was like one day. He's like, damn, today was, he's like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked. Then he's like, you know what? That was just today, right? He went to sleep and woke up, and then some more shit ensued, right? So when he woke up the next day, they found out that Drake is paying Academic for posts. We knew this. I'm not. It's like that song, surprise, 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 right? That's not a surprise. That he's paying Academics, that's not a surprise. But it's like now they have a little bit more evidence, allegedly. Okay, YouTube and whoever is watching, because it's only a matter of time before they're like, oh, this girl be talking crap, and I'm, honorably mentioned somewhere. It's like, Mama, we made it. So academics, Mr. Kevin Eric Jones is accused of just paying for whatever. I don't even care. I didn't care enough, but so Drake went to sleep and was like, "Oh, okay, what else can happen, right? Happy Father's Day, your baby mama, even your baby mama who is a worker, or a lady or whatever, a dancer of the evening, or what have you. It's like Happy Father's Day, your baby mama found love, and mind you, the guy she married looked like he could be her son. That's a sidebar to me, okay? That's my opinion. She looked a little seasoned. You get me? She looked a little seasoned. Looked like, she would have him on an allowance, but he makes a little bit of money. He's, I guess, an MMA fighter or whatever. But hey, somebody said I do. Somebody said I do, and it's that, yo. I think for her to do her wedding on Father's Day, I don't. Yeah, I think she's helping us. You know what I mean? I think she's helping Kendrick. She's like, "Don't worry, Kendrick, I got you." Yeah, Meet the Grass is gonna live on forever. Yeah, he don't believe in family or nothing. Even she found her little family, and I'm not saying it might last 1.2 months, but darn it, she walked down the aisle. You get me? And she has a little family now. She has a marriage. She got a little husband. She, adopted or found a little husband, and it is what it is. And she did it on Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. So he's like, damn, I ain't gonna lie, man, I'm getting cooked, right? So he goes to sleep, and then he wakes up to more nonsense. He wakes up to, let me see. Yeah. Oh, by the way, OVO lost between 2022 and 2024 an estimated 12 million dollars. The company. Listen, no company, you're not in business to lose money. That's like, oh, let me open up a business so I can immediately file for bankruptcy. You understand? God forbid. You're not opening up a business to just be broke. 12 million, that's gonna leave a mark. 12 million, yo, 12 million is not lunch money. You get me? 12 million is not lunch money. That's gonna leave a mark, a little bit of a mark. Let's see what y'all saying. 12 million between 2022. So basically, the second that he decided, he had a thought like, yeah, he was starting to plot, because that was in 2023 that he put, what's that stupid, he started the song, he started a first person shooter. I don't even know. I don't care, but it was, you are sinfully hilarious, man. I've been told. Thank you so much. I've been told. Yeah, I've been told that I'm very silly. I see things differently. I'm the unpopular comedic opinion, but some people might not think I'm funny. Some people get very angry, and that makes it only funnier to me. Kendrick deserves all the awards he gets, Miss Marianne. Kendrick can do it all. Win-win situation. Cardi B going to the BET Awards. Yeah, five nominations. Five, one plus one, two, three, four, five plus five. Kendrick's magical number is five. And by the way, that's a divine number of change. If you know, you know. For the people in my community that be like doing, dipping and dabbing into little numerology, you know. He's going to change for, a powerful change. Change the minds of the people. Like that but oh, yeah. He didn't just yeah, it's just Twitter bots stuff. Um, Mal is devastated. Yeah, Mal's like, song of the summer. Yo, me watching all these crash outs, I'm like, oh, bring me a barrel of popcorn. This bag won't be enough. Right? Because I'm watching all of them, and I'm like, and what about this dummy? What's he doing? Oh, is he crying? Yeah, they're all crying, but didn't and he just, I don't know. I don't even know. And also, Academics is accused of telling on Drake, or spilling some type of secret or whatever, but he runs his mouth. As soon as Drake gave him the chain, he said Drake's children. The very next day or the day after, he slipped up and said, oh, Drake's kids, yeah, they should be fine, nothing happened to them or whatever. Miles devastated. What else is new? Yeah, word. Diane Boyd said, "Word, I like that." My nieces forever blessed. My nieces and nephew love GNX. You can't tell them that's not the best album. And babies resonate with his energy because they can feel his energy. They're new, you understand, and they're fresh, and so they can read energy. They can feel the vibration. His album is high vibrational too. By the way, there's different vibrations. You get me? There's some vibrations that are negative, just like in Sinners. Kendrick should have done the should have helped with the soundtrack, or maybe he should be if they have a Sinners too, because there is such a thing as evil music and evil and just low vibration and sounds and high vibration, and so that's why the babies are like all attracted to his music. Miss Texas Flower, how y'all doing? How you doing? So I sound imagine Kendrick decide to really do a full promo run. Oh my God. Say it, say it, say it. If Kendrick promoted this album for 2 years, like or even 2 weeks like Drake did, Lord have mercy on my soul. They would have seen 700 million, 700,000 sales in a day. In a day when that thing dropped. Yeah. The first week, Platinum Plus, yeah. Someone wearing OVO is just asking to be bullied. So Drake want to get rid of that shit. He don't care about that. He's like, I hate my merch. I hate everything. Sometimes you should have sympathy for a fool. Drake, I have no sympathy. I tried and failed, Miss Shirley, to have sympathy. Every time I try to have sympathy, I'm like, yo, you wanted to have a DNA test on Kendrick's kid? You should be slapped 40 times a day just for that one. You should get body work for that. Drake is taking L's. I think he just all his even his soup. I said it before. He just be eating like an L soup every morning. He just wakes up, breakfast is served. Oh, went ahead and took all the letters out and just left L's for love. Drake is in his L era. Absolutely, Miss a music diva. So Drake, I guess, went to sleep again and woke up to see Jay Z with an unlimited budget. And Jay Z has. We're gonna talk about Jay Z. So I think we did a great job with Drake and his mom, his baby mama, getting married on Father's Day. Put the chef's kiss. It's like enjoy. But CTC, she probably was like, cut that check, and the new husband's like, yeah, we got Drake money, whatever's left of it, and she better get her money quick because everybody's pulling at Drake's money, so she better get them child support things quick. Like, just make sure you make that money grow, girl, because we don't know how long, with Drake's lawsuits, and he has allegedly other pending lawsuits. um if he got that stake situation. He got it's a stuff going on. So Drake went to sleep and woke up to know that Jay-Z's pop out. Okay, so now let's talk about Jay-Z. Yeah, Jay-Z took over. It's called Dumbo Brooklyn, a Manhattan Bowery station. So he took over. He made like a museum kind of. He decorated a subway with his rocks symbol sign, and inside the subway, I was debating whether to put a video or not, but a lot of people in my community are not feeling like I'm not feeling Jay-Z 100%. You get me? Because he's like, oh no, the culture, I don't know if battle rapping is good for the culture. Says somebody that got ethered. Okay, says somebody that got ethered. But the minute, all of a sudden, that I guess he saw the comments of people talking about, get your bitch ass out of here, Jay-Z. And he must have seen that everybody was like, are you serious? You gonna let Brooklyn down? You literally from Brooklyn, Marcy Project. You're so far removed. What's next, Jay-Z? You gonna have a British accent? I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for a British accent, Jay-Z. I'm waiting for you to have a British accent. That's the only thing that's left, like what Madonna did. Remember T Star Real, salute. Nice to see you. Lupe is joining Koala Live to debate him. Okay. So Jay-Z's pop out, he has merch, and his merch is pricey. He got some things that are like $50 but his merch, his t-shirts are like 400 to, what did I say? $1,200. Some of the shirts, and he has a subway station. um he has the like the subways into a store. He turned the subway into a store. So everything is just, it's dope. The way he did it is dope. So all the merch, he got a DJ station, and Blue Ivy's with him, and I think Beyonce, I'm not sure. But and then he got, like, he just took over the whole station. They have, like, it's like an underground store also. So it's pretty lit. So that, what he's so the pop out is, he did like the dead presidents. He had the Lexus, the vintage Lexus from dead presidents. His merch is from $400 to $1,200 for most shirts. They're like exclusive merch. He has some T-shirts and some patches that cost like $50 or $15. He has some plain stuff, but most of the merch is a little pricey. He has a collector's crate that is cost $1,500 for the collector's crate, which he put 13 vinyl albums in it. So he's got that. And he has like footage, exclusive footage from the concerts. I have exclusive footage from concerts. I don't charge that much though. So he got that going on. Um Now the next thing Jay-Z got going on is a documentary. So HBO is doing a documentary. Let me see what y'all saying. HBO is doing a documentary on Jay-Z. I want your guy flown out by Bay. Yes, says man. Yeah. Um. Sophie is even sick of Drake. She got married. Yeah. Yeah. We talked about that. Yeah. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy, man. Her getting married. Jay-Z in Brooklyn. Yeah. To the debut Reasonable Doubt. Jay-Z's moving, like, he had the budget, he has the money, that was her meet the Grimes moment. Yeah, I told you. Sophie was like, "Don't worry, Dot, I got you. This what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get married and do the ultimate family on Father's Day." You know what I'm saying? So instead of her, that's like, we're not having Father's Day. So it's like a Kendrick drop. Like if Kendrick drops on Drake's birthday, it's like, forget your fucking birthday, right? So that's what she did. She's like, forget the freaking Father's Day. I'm gonna get married. I had a whole wedding. She had a whole wedding. Hello, Misty Star Real. Yeah. So a lot of people tired of Jay-Z. Yeah. Some of my community, they're not feeling him because it's too many dichotomies. It's too many back and forth. Too much. It's it's not in accordance. It's not like, it's too much contradiction. Too much contradiction. So all of a sudden he, at the Roots picnic, I spoke about that last week. He wanted this everybody. He want to, address people. Mind you, people have been talking about him for a while. But the problem was him saying, "No, I don't know if we should do battle raps." Like, come on now. If it's better for him not to have said anything, to say, battle rap, is part of the culture, or just, kept it neutral. She had her meet the grass moment. Yeah, Jay-Z's has been a smart businessman. Yeah, he knows what he's doing. Listen, Jay-Z values money. That's the thing. So he values money. He's like a billionaire. He values money. There's some people that could have been a billionaire, but their integrity would not allow them to do certain deals, right? And that's Kendrick. Kendrick could have done a bunch of stuff and crazy stuff for me, for self. But he is, says no. Not all money is good money. And he says no. And he's gonna, get it the hard way. The hard way. So this documentary is gonna be with Rick Rubin, which is an excellent interviewer. So it's an 8-part documentary and it's coming up. Y'all gonna see it. Um, he also has a limited edition 30th anniversary vinyl of Reasonable Doubts. Now, the 30th anniversary Reasonable Doubt vinyl, whatever, he partnered up with Target. He didn't partner up with Target 3 years ago. He didn't partner up with Target like a year or two ago. You know how we're boycotting Target, right? Or most of us are, right? He partnered up this month. So he made a deal, and I know that's a bag. They're paying him like crazy. I know they're paying him like crazy. Um to promote, to promote his album, and they have exclusive. So they have an exclusive um collection. They have an exclusive collection. So, and I think that Target was trying to say, look, we like black people, you see. It's too little too late. Like, they already went on the side of orange. They already showed their ass. So it's rubbing a lot of people the wrong way that Jay-Z is partnering up. Jay-Z, see, they must have written a serious check, because remember, they lost, I think, about $2 billion or something crazy since the boycott. They lost a ton of money. So they're trying to recoup. I know they're trying to recoup. Um, He definitely decorated Subway with the J stops. Yeah, and it's a Z stop that actually kind of clever. Oh no, it looks dope, but it's performative, right? It looks dope, and he has the money to flex. Jay-Z has the money to show up and show out. He has the money to flex, but like I said, some of us are like, okay, and I'm glad that God, the universe, used him to put Kendrick on the Super Bowl stage. That was his job. That was his job, and thank goodness that he followed through on that. It was for you see, we want to have all these black halftime shows and think, yeah. And that's we're giving credit. I'm giving credit to Jay-Z. Like I said, he makes certain moves and certain things. It's in his, it's his mind. It's his mind. He knows what he wants to do and why he's doing it. But it literally rubbed a lot of people the wrong way, the Target situation, because you can't walk that back. You can't walk that back. They clearly showed they were not on our side. So, and like I said, I think Target is trying to do that to just be like, look, we're okay, and to try to make amends. But it is what it is. And this documentary, by the way, with HBO, is 8 parts, like we said. So he's gonna be releasing this thing with or he released it with Target, and it is what it is. Let's see. They should have kept the DEI programs. Racism is expensive. Yes, yes. Yeah, it definitely cost them. I'm up and down with Jay Z. Yeah, I thought the rollout for the 30th anniversary was pretty cool. Right, right. I know. I understand you completely, Asylum. Yeah, I understand you completely. So people like it's like, yo, that train stuff, that's authentic. That's like, you taking it back. Oh, JC, you remember now the culture? He's iffy. He's iffy, and I don't like people that are iffy. I like, it's just weird to me, because it's like you came from the Hollywood Hills. Okay, so now you on the train, you're decorating all this stuff because you can afford it, and it is what it is. But we still appreciate that he put Kendrick on the Super Bowl stage. But I don't even think it's just him that put Kendrick, because it was a smart move. Kendrick was the most anticipated and the most sought after, making the most noise artist of that whole year. Everybody was sweating Kendrick. Other singers and artists were sweating Kendrick, Not Like Us, and singing to that. Different sports teams from all around the world were using Not Like Us, were quoting the song and just using it. He was the most influential artist. So I know it wasn't just him, because the director also spoke of the Super Bowl, program's halftime show, and he said that Kendrick was the most influential artist at the time. So it was almost like a no-brainer if you want to move the culture. And look, it was record breaking. So, and Jay-Z sees money also. He knows that if it don't make sense, it don't make dollars to him. So he knew that, look, they were record breaking. When he made that decision with Kendrick, look, it was record breaking. Kendrick's all over the world, right? Thank you. So now let's talk about Pooh Shiesty. So help me God. Like, I want to say something so bad, but um so the latest situation, if you don't know Pooh Shiesty, a rapper, right? Um he just to give you a quick recap, he was accused of um kidnapping Gucci Mane, and there were allegedly weapons, right? But the problem is they caught it on tape, and there's uh, footage of it. There's photos. So this is what happened this week. Federal prosecutors submitted pictures and photos and photos and videos and text messages. And by the way, his lawyer quit. One of his lawyers quit, I think, and he was like, "Nah, peace, deuces, or whatever," because they I don't want to laugh, but they gave, like, I don't know how many terabytes of evidence or whatever, how many hard drives or whatever of just unimaginable evidence. So now the case is delayed till February of next year. They let everybody out. There was like 8 accusers, and they let everybody out, including Pushaisti's father was in on this action allegedly that took place, this crime, and they let everybody out except for him. Why? Because he had an ankle monitor when he committed this allegedly. When he allegedly committed, he was out, like, he still was out, like, on parole or something from another case. So, and by the way, Pooh Shiesty has gotten in a little bit of trouble before. he he's had arrests in like 20. Let me see. What are some of his arrests? He's been arrested like 4 times. I'll just say that, and most of them involved some type of weapon or some type of situation. So they all involved a weapon or a shooting of some type. I'll just say that. So you do the math. And what in the hell was his father doing there? If his father was there, that should tell you everything you need to know. And I feel bad for the family members in that family that don't condone this, because not everybody in that family is going to be condoning. I don't think, you get me. But imagine the embarrassment, just shaking your head, like a father and son crime allegedly is crazy. So he has served in 2020. He had served he was sentenced last time. He was sentenced to 5 years. He served 3.5 in 2021. In 2020, he got in trouble again. He got in trouble before. He's just been in trouble a bunch of times. So it is what it is. So that's the situation. Even if Puchaisi don't press charges, they're gonna put they're gonna put him away. Yeah, shouldn't kidnap at gunpoint to get out of his contract. So for the people that don't know, he wanted to get out of his contract, and Gucci Man signed the release of his contract, but it was under duress. It was under like pressure, and oh, I'm sorry, but he was being kidnapped. But they're all crazy to me. They're all crazy, and Gucci Man, just the whole thing. I feel like there is a lack of communication also. If you're gonna take an artist in, and you don't communicate, like, what you're doing with your artist, what's going on, am I gonna have an album, what's happening? A lot of these people like to take an artist and shelving them, put them on the shelf, and it's like forgetting about them, and then people get mad. And he's like, "You're not gonna do me like you did people, over like people been done in old contracts and back in the day." But he handled it horrendously. Breaking laws with an ankle bracelet, and his with his father, with his father. It's like Happy Father's Day. I can't make this up. Jay Z was lame for that Target collab because he wanted to contradict, because he knew the black community against Target, and Jay and his wife, they're opportunists. You know what? I have to go. I have to go with you, because I'm not really. I'm one of those people that I'm not really feeling a lot of the stuff that Beyonce has done. Yes, she makes money, she does this, she does that, from a long time ago. The way in Destiny's Child, those girls were like just disposed of, treated and stuff, that left a sour taste in my mouth. A lot of people are excuse her behavior, but she's a weird vibe to me. You know what I'm saying? She's a strange vibe to me, for the simple fact that she and also Like that whole elevator situation. You get me? Remember with the elevator and she just sitting there like posing like nothing? Like if my sister was getting into some ish, with a partner or husband or something, I would have been like, "Yo, what's going on?" And she was just the way she was just posing there, like she's a whole it's a whole weird, Down in down in Dixie. Hi, how you doing? Ask if Jid about being on the shelf. Ask Jid about being on the shelf. Yo, Elf on the shelf, Jid on the shelf. That's like a like Christmas thing. They should just make Jid on the shelf. Like hip hop, Christmas items. They should do a Jid on the shelf instead of Elf on the shelf. They should do a Jid on the shelf, respectfully. And you can't put respectfully next to that because there's no way around it. But and by the way, let's do a small intermission to talk about Jid since y'all mentioned it. Respectful B when she stepped on Odesky's moment at the Grammy. Yeah, down in Dixie. Like I said, I think that I'm not a beehive person. I'm not. If you're looking for that, I can't cuddle you. I can't hug you. We can't, parlay about that because I think she's strange to me. And I'm saying strange because I'm being polite. I'm actually not being so savage right now. You know what I'm saying? But it's too many unanswered questions. It's too many weird moves, and I think she lacks authenticity. You know, it's just weird. And I remember when Kendrick had a crush on her growing up. You seen some of the videos when he was like in a song, he's like, Beyonce, I'm mad at you. I have that video. I have a lot of footage on that. But as he grew up, he's like, all right, fine. He respected the situation. And he's just like, he did a song with her. And that was weird. I might put that up. That performance to me was crazy to me. A lot of people like sweating it. That performance with Beyonce and Kendrick. No, that was weird. With the water stuff. I'll put it up. I'll put it up so y'all, y'all can see. Okay, he looks cool in anything he does, just about. Not glazing, but maybe glazing. I don't care. But she was all splashing him and she acted like she was possessed. Am I the only one that noticed that? She looked possessed on stage. She looked crazy. She looked crazier. Y'all like when I say the crazier stuff. She looked crazier than cotton candy's, dumbbells. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what to tell you. She looked insane and she splashed the hell out of him and he was just splashing her politely. They did a water thing on stage and thank God that he didn't get hurt with the electrical mics and all these wiring because they be doing too much. Sometimes they be trying to do too much. And now you could tell the way because I could kind of read his energy. Kind of, no, I can. And he was just looking at her like, okay, yeah, I used to like you, now you're insane, but whatever. We're collaborating because that was a dream for him, and now that it's over, he's just like, all right, great, whatever. He has respect for her, but you could tell in his energy that he was just like to himself. He was like, oh, okay, and he was like so wet. His outfit, he looked fantastic. I'll put that. That's why I got one of my in some of my with the picture where you see him wet. He has a Canadian suit, as a matter of fact, jean jacket, jean pants, and he's all wet and stuff, and he's like all polite, smiling nicely and stuff, and drenched. And he didn't splash her as much, but I digress. See, I've been noticing stuff that people, yeah. Jit on the shelf is so funny, Edward said. I was wondering about the water performance too. I'll put it up. I'll put it up. All right, folks. I'll put it up. It was freedom. Yeah, it was freedom. So a lot of people are like, oh my god, that was the best thing. Yeah, Kendrick's line was great. Yeah, her hook was all right. You get me? I'll give you. I'll throw you a bone. But she looked crazy on that performance. Y'all can tell. Y'all can't tell me no. Maybe y'all tell me no, but it's a lot. Taylor Swift is 100% in love with Kendrick. Truth unfiltered. Yes, Taylor Swift is 100% in love with Kendrick. Yes, I concur. I agree. And to be honest, I'm gonna say something crazy. I think Beyonce knows he's a looker. Did y'all see Beyonce dancing and Not Like Us last year or whatever? Did you see how she was all smitten? She was like, "They're not like us." She was like, she wasn't singing it, but she was like, all like little hearts, respectfully. Please, they're all in love with him. I don't. Nobody could tell me different. High five, truth unfiltered. High five, because on that one we agree. Yes. It's that Jid is talented. Your music video talented. But here's the thing about Jid. Since we're talking about Jid, we're gonna pack him out real quick. Jid is inching his way towards Kendrick. What do I mean by that? If you know, you know, and that's why some people are gonna start laughing. He's inching his way. It's like ding, 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 ding. He's like trying to come as close as possible. He was like, "Oh, you're friends with Clips? So let me be." He was backstage at the Clips concert in LA. He was like, "I'm here," and Kendrick didn't do too much with him. There's no pictures of them together, and they might have taken picture, whatever. But was there a collab that came from that? What is no for 500? Exactly. There's no collab that came up at that time, or maybe if Kendrick is working on a collab, my bad, and that that would be a shock to me. Okay, so he can't get to Kendrick. What is he doing? He's on YG's song, right? Called Insecure. How ironic. Poetic Justice, right? He's on YG's song with Absol. That's the latest news. Inching his way, he's like, I'm gonna get to PG Land. It's the same thing that these people be doing. J. Cole tried to talk with Kendrick. Why? By meeting with TDE. Why would J. Cole meet with TDE? And then as soon as J. Cole met with TDE, that's what I'm saying. There's a difference between TDE and PG Lang. Kendrick was not meeting with no damn J. Cole. TDE met with J. Cole. And that's why Kendrick has his own freaking company. He ain't meeting with no TDE. And if I'm Kendrick, I'll be like, Jid is talent, it has a little bit of talent to him, but he is a spoiled kid he's a liability to me. Again, disclaimer, I'm the unpopular opinion. A lot of content creators are not going to say what I'm saying. He got a bad attitude. Why? Y'all remember the Grammys? I did a whole video on it. You could just type Jid Grammys or whatever on my channel. He wasn't, you know how Kendrick's like, "Are you happy for me?" Smile in my face, but are you happy for me? Yeah, I'm on the way. Are you happy for me? Right? Are you happy for me? No, he wasn't. When Kendrick was winning and all that stuff, I did a video on his face, on his expression. He was just like, he looked so pissed off and so angry. It's like a spoiled brat kid. I won, I won, I won. And Kendrick loves humble people. Kendrick loves humble people. Look how humble AZ Chike is. And AZ Chike still had to call Kendrick a bunch of times to be on that stage at SoFi Stadium. He still had to call him. I have a video on that, on how much is story time on AZ Chike story time. I was in his live and I talked to him. And he was talking about how much he had to call and kind of basically begged Kendrick and saying, I am willing to do the work. I'm not like those other guys, blah, blah, blah. And Kendrick was like, okay, I'll put you on the GNX tour. Why was AZ Chike the only one? Because he's the only one that was putting his pride aside and asking Kendrick and being for real. Jid does not have that type of attitude. And y'all could disagree with me respectfully. I respect y'all. We still love each other. But Jid doesn't have that type of attitude. Imagine when something doesn't go his way, it looks like he will give pushback 100%. And you heard it here, because you know what? A lot of my stuff ages well. It takes time for people to catch up or just whatever. I never liked a few people, and then now we're meeting each other halfway. Now we're meeting. I said, JC goes back and forth. I've been saying that. I respect him. His songs of fire, but he's in and out. You know what I mean? Now people meeting me halfway. So Jid, like I said, is a liability to me if you work with Jid, because he has a bad attitude. He has a stank attitude. Let be alone. Yo. Taylor and Beyonce better step away from Kendrick. We gatekeep over here. Big facts. Just but needs a label to invest in him. And I do feel bad that his label, but this is the thing. Do you think I was the one person that said Kendrick is not gonna collaborate, especially when he was doing his GNX stuff? He was not gonna collaborate with Jid. He was not. You know what I'm saying? He was concentrating on his people, putting his people on the GNX features and all that stuff. He was not gonna collaborate. Now he may collaborate with Jid in the future, but he's not. And Jid, like I said, I don't like his energy and I don't like his attitude. And I do feel bad. What did y'all expect? Look at how J. Cole is like out. He's out. He's in the cosmics right now. You know what I'm saying? That's confirmation. He's in the cosmics right now. He's out. He's out. What do you think he was gonna get? What kind of rollout did y'all think he was gonna give Jid? I don't understand how people had high expectations for J. Cole. I've been saying J. Cole is is a pander. He's like using the culture. He's not like us. I've been saying that. And people still, content creators still sweating him. They were like, oh, they gave his album 8.5 out of 10. It's idiots. Idiots. I don't care who they are. You understand? There's some content creators that I respect. Would love to collab with, but a lot of them were turning me completely off. You know what I'm saying? They're talking nonsense. You know, let's see what y'all saying. They need to sit Pooh down for a while. He's gonna be sat down. Texas, I'm not down for the Taylor Swift swirl. Absolutely effing not. Texas, high five me. Come on, high five. Absolutely freaking not. Not no no don't no. Okay, nah. Let me calm down. Let me calm down. Miss Shirley said, I believe you're right about it. He wants to get with TDE. He's inching his way. He's inching his way. I'm always the one screaming like, yo, y'all don't see this? And then I have to wait till everybody catches up. Or people, and I've been wrong about stuff. I'm humble enough to be like, man, my bad, man. I thought I knew this, but it turned out it was wrong. I'll be the first to be like, my bad. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think so. But I'm telling you, Jid is inching his way. He's trying to rub elbows and get as close as possible. TDE, y'all gonna get tired of me saying there's a difference between TDE and PG Lang. I said that in my first live, and a lot of people were like, "Ooh, that you trying to separate? You trying to?" In my first few lives, like, "Oh, you trying to?" No, Kendrick has love for TDE. That's his family, but there's a difference between the way they move in business. You think again, Kendrick was gonna meet with J. Cole for what? J. Cole was over there with the Nanjing Monkey Kings. You know what I'm saying? He was trying to be a Nanjing Monkey King, and that didn't turn out. And he had all of 7 minutes to his NBA his basketball career lasted 7 minutes. It was a 7 minute drill. Get it? The bars write themselves. Nanjing Monkey King. And then after that he dissipated into the night. He almost 40, and yes, he does have a bad attitude. Thank you. You're music diva. He's not even young. That's what I'm saying. I had to do a whole video on Jid's face. I have a short on Jid's face. Tyler the Creator, when he did not win and Kendrick won, remember they were all competing. They were in the same category. Tyler looked so happy. He looked like a kid in a candy store. He was like, yay! He was like a little kid. He was so happy for Kendrick when Kendrick said, hip hop will always be right here. He was like so happy. He's like, yeah, yeah. I was like, oh, I want to hug you, Tyler. And then they panned the camera to Jid, and Jid looked like fire was coming out of his ears. Come on, F out of here. Nah, y'all don't have to agree, but we'll meet. Give it time. Give it time. Now, like I said, Kendrick might work with him and surprise the world because he is a Gemini. And Geminis are like, surprise, surprise. Like that song that's viral, like, surprise, surprise. But Kendrick also likes good attitudes, and he loves the people that he surrounds himself are absolute can have every right to be conceited. Dave Free has a right to be conceited. Him and Kendrick created that Super Bowl genius performance that was astronomically intelligent with the game board, game over, and dissing Drake at the same time. And it's like control the game. And Kendrick, and I said this to somebody, own the game. It's the title of, it's the campaign title. He's saying that from the Super Bowl. Y'all connect that? Y'all connect those two? He's saying that from the Super Bowl. Own your game. Own your business. And this is a shout out to everybody. Find your talent. You know what I'm saying? It's a little commercial break. Find your talent, something that you're passionate about. Make money from that. Provide that service, whether you do nails, whether you can watch, you go with pets, whether you can cook, whether you do hair, whether you can teach or you can counsel, you can speak, you can do whatever. Um, Own your game, own your gift. And everybody that's around Kendrick has to be humble. They like to create, and Kendrick likes to be zen. He don't want no spoiled 40-year-old almost child getting an attitude while he's trying to work on an album or song. Miss Shirley said, I believe you are right. He wants to get with TD and PG9. Yeah. Asylum said, I agree. Jid is better than everyone not named Kendrick. He's needs to put a pedestal musically, and Dreamville is a joke. He wanted to be put. Their leader is soft. Their leader is cottage cheese. Their leader is cottage cheese left on. Yo, J. Cole is like cottage cheese left on the pavement on a warm, sunny afternoon in August after 3 days. He ain't going nowhere. It's done. He's cooked. Do I happy to you, Jid? Jid is the same age as Kendrick. I'm done. Not to be putting out. Yeah, that's crazy. Right. It's like you have, and here's the thing, own your game. If somebody ain't giving you something, then you do it yourself. You know what I'm saying? And respectfully, it's like I didn't like the way a lot of content creators are talking nonsense. And I have a passion for music, for the culture. I have an honest passion. I love it. I would do it, and I do it for free, right? Sponsor, you know. If you like our channel, hit the Cash App and hit the and join the Patreon. Shameless plug, right? But at the same time, I do what I do about music. I'm passionate about talking about music, instruments. I'm self-taught, instruments. I've gone to music class. Like I have a passion. I've always had a passion for music and culture, everything about it, the style, the art, the food, just everything that comes with it. I'm authentically in love with music. Like I study music. I am self-taught. That's why my mashups are not great, but I'm mixing stuff. Like if y'all see how I mix stuff, oh, which reminds me, I gotta put that video on Patreon. I gotta record that, and I'm gonna do that. So I have a little bit of time coming up. How I mix things. You have to have a passion for it. And J. Cole is inauthentic. It's not authentic. And it shows. Yes, Miss Marianne. Twinsies again. Yeah, I'm twinsies with my community because it's true. His authenticity, this is a lick to them. If you know, this is a lick. It's like a quick lick. It's like, yo, we want money, we want fame, we want whatever. It's like, let me just give them what they want. Let me just give them yeah, they're looking for a sweet 16. Let me just give them sweet 16. And like J. Cole said, sometimes he shows up with 20% of effort, and sometimes he shows up with effort, with 80. He said, oh, y'all believe I'm the best? Oh, nah, I know I'm not the greatest. There's other guys. No, Kendrick's been saying he's the greatest since he was a teenager. He's probably been saying it since he was 4 or 5. So it's inauthentic. Jid would win nothing over Kendrick. Absolutely, absolutely. He would not. There's no way. And if he did, nah, there's a mistake. So that's Jid. While we were talking about Jid, um, and J. Cole. J. Cole, we could pack him up real quick too. J. Cole fell off. Surprise, 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 right? J. Cole fell off the charts after 3 short-lived weeks, 3.5 weeks. He fell off the 200, the top 200 chart. After No, after okay, yeah, after a few months, after about 3 months, pack him up, and ready to go. He's ready to go, all done. Pack it up, like Az said. That's it. There's no other. There's no punchline. Like I said, he went to play with the Nanjing Monkey Kings, and I think it's called Nanjing Monkey King, and I think I don't know if they were the kings or whatever, Monkey Kings, Remember when I said that before in one of my lives? Nanjing monkey one is singular. If you know, you know. Kings. So it was like that was a crazy thing. So was he the monkey? Like what the hell was that? Why would he go for a team like that? And the way they were looking at J. Cole, they did not treat him like a star. They were just like side eyeing him. It was so much side eyeing while he was sitting on the bench and while he was playing. Nobody was impressed on the bench, on the bleachers. Like it was just they hated him. They hated him. And he quietly dissipated into the night. He quietly, where is he? He is quiet. Remember that damaging press run? I swear, all these people are helping Kendrick. They're like, Kendrick, we're gonna help you. Pack us out. You know what I'm saying? Because he was helping Kendrick. Kendrick was sitting at home or getting a spa massage or going to Disney, enjoying his family and his time and just laughing. I know he was laughing out of control. The way J. Cole went and packed himself out, it was poetic. You know, he manifested the fall off, and I know why he did it. He's a fail safe switch. That's what I call him. When he called this thing the fall off, right? It's like in case shit happens. You get me? Like, well, in case they don't like it, that goes along with his mo, his standard operating procedure, his SOPs, standard J. Cole 101, right? He's over there. He named it the fall off. I don't know because he don't even believe in himself. So how the hell? And look, he manifested what he's vibrating. He don't believe in himself, and his stuff fell out after 3 months. That thing, you imagine, not even 3 months, and completely fell out. He didn't chart. Nothing is charting for him. And now they're saying that he's going on tour. Some people might go to the tour because again it's like watching a train wreck, right? Some people are going to buy tickets and be like, oh, I want to see, and then you're going to hear them pissed off. Let's call it early. They're going to be pissed off when they're like, I paid $32 for this ticket and it was trash, and then he gonna go viral for just being boring or saying whatever, or just whatever he's gonna say on stage that's gonna be more stupidity. If he has a PR team, they hate him. They hate him to death, you know? So, Mr. Phone, nobody lasted over 2 years continuously like Kendrick, right? They can't be Kendrick. So, I think Kendrick has the advantage. Yeah, he he and Dot actually make good music together, but I doubt it. I don't hope that. Asylum, respectfully, I don't. I know a lot of people want to hear. I had a video that I had to pause the comments on. It was too. It went crazy. It went crazy. And in the video, I was saying like there are some. Jid has moments and pockets where he sounds like Kendrick. He tries to sound like Kendrick. Correction. I'm okay with them not collaborating together. I'm okay. I know that a lot of people sonically think it's gonna be dope and everything. I respect that. I respect that. Some people want to see it. I'm not one of those. I'm not. I'm not. Because I get turned off by attitude. I get turned off by and I know what he's gonna try to do. You know how people, and I think Kendrick knows this too. He's gonna try to out crazy Kendrick. You get me? He's gonna try to out crazy Kendrick, and not just that. I feel like he's gonna write his verse of 50,000 million times to try to compete. And what he wants, and I'm about to say something crazy. He wants to show Kendrick that he could be better than him. That's what he wants to do. And friendly competition is cool, but he's on another like evil mission or whatever because he resonated with J. Cole. I would not have gone with J. Cole. I wouldn't just be like, well, at least I get, signed. I don't know. I don't. He wanted to get signed. Like, not all money. Look, y'all love my mashups, right? These people that I know and these people that I hear that are not even signed, they're everyday folks that can blow. They can sing, right? They can sing. They are outrageously talented. They haven't taken every deal because they have integrity. They know some deals is gonna be funny money, you know. Clive Davis. You know what I'm saying? If you know, you know, allegedly. But they know some of these deals are trash. They don't resonate with everybody. And that's why they rather be independent or do their own thing. And, you know, so it is what it is. But yeah, if it happens, it happens. Forever said they were trying to tell me since the beginning of the year that J. Cole was so much better than Kendrick. What? Whoever said that was is not um it's not it's not conscious. It's not awake that he would save hip hop. Now I don't listen to idiots. I cannot listen, that doesn't even register in my head. You know, that's like that doesn't even register. That's like telling me pigs can fly. I just have to really look at them and look out for them. So things like that I block in me. I don't talk to people. For me, anybody, I don't have friends or people around. I don't even keep people around that talk to me like that because that's it's too stupid. You know, it's too stupid. And it's like you violated stupidity code 1.2-3. You're too stupid to have a conversation. People get trapped in their minds at a certain age. J. Cole will always be 17. He acts like a young adult. He's so disrespectful to his wife. It's not even funny, but ain't nobody talking about that. In his lyrics and just the way he carried himself, he didn't want to say he was married for the longest time. He got so mad at I forgot who it was that said, "Hey, how's married life?" And I remember that interview. It was years ago, and he was like, "What? You're not supposed to ask me that." And I was like, I'm beyond turned off because you have to love your wife out loud. You have to love your husband out loud. You have to love your wife out loud. And you trying to he funny money. He's funny money. I ain't messing with him. Jay Slow. Mm-mm. Yeah, I hear you. I hope Kendrick never trusts Cole again. Thank you, Miss Shirley. Cole was attempting to set Kendrick up to fail. I hope, like I said, and I was so happy. I was so happy that he didn't meet with Cole. That TDE met with Cole. Go ahead, and I said it. I said it in my live. I went live and I made that point. And a lot of people was not saying much, you know, but I said it. I said, why is Kendrick not meeting with J. Cole? Because he ain't feeling him. But nobody want to believe that. I guess me and Kendrick are twinsies. I'm the boogie woman then. I'm the local boogie woman. All right, let's see what else we have. Cause these mofos, I swear to God, um, we packed out a lot of good people. Um, by the way, Kendrick gave Tyler the Creator permission to do the Hey Now I'm That Guy remix or whatever. He sang it on the Hey Now beat. I think he gave him permission to use it and streaming or something rights. So that was crazy cool of him. All right, we're gonna talk about Kendrick's partnership because a lot of people don't understand how insanely amazing this is. Kendrick's partnership, and by the way, Baby Keem will be performing tomorrow at the BET Awards for the first time. Okay, Baby Keem, again, let's say that Baby Keem will be performing, and we have a lot to look forward. Do y'all think that Kendrick is gonna pop out and show niggas on the BT stage? Yeah, I think he's gonna pop out. That's a 50-50 chance, right? Because he wants to give Baby Keem a time to perform on his own and shine. But at the same time, that would just move and shake the earth again. If he pops out or he's a surprise performer um at the BT Awards. So what do y'all think? Never gonna piece it up. It just don't sit well with me. Before I call a truce, I'll take them to hell with me. Yes. Yes, Miss Shirley, that's right. We don't trust both Drake and Cole. And add Jid to that. I don't trust Jid. He's like a big old spoiled tantrumy baby. So Baby Keem, I don't know if Kendrick's gonna show up. I don't know what y'all think, but so let's talk about this partnership because a lot of people don't understand how big this is. Oh my God! So Kendrick was sought after. They approached him. They chose him. The National Basketball Players Association, the association that represents players, right? Approached Kendrick about a commercial branding deal. So what Kendrick and PG Lang are trying to do is own. It's called own the game, right? And they have a film that it's like a short film that's being uh was released, was debuted at Cannes, um yeah, at Cannes 2026. So it was just debuted at the Cannes Music Festival. Okay, now, what this is Kendrick is trying to, and PG Lang are working in conjunction with the National Basketball Players Association to give players ownership, licensing ownership, that they don't have to do. They trying to do away with a middleman, middlewoman, whatever, so that people, don't take the NBA, don't take half of their money, half of their cut, so they will be able to listen to this, be able to give their own permission to use their image to companies that want to use their image. They can have control and money of their own merch, live events. They have control. They sign off on licensing for live events, for merch, for performance, for advertising, marketing, any type of marketing. So that means that instead of like the NBA or something keeping most of the money, he wants to help the players have their own and be their own, like, their own boss. You understand? They do get a lot of money, but just think about how much money that NBA is making um when they cut those deals and they keep half of the money. I know Drake is so mad. Steph Curry. Steph Curry. I had to do the shorts. I had to do my short. I didn't want copyright, so I had to do the shorts shorter. Steph Curry? Yo, Drake was like, probably woke up. You know how Drake wakes up and it's a stupid surprise after another, right? He probably woke up and was like, it's going to be a better day. I've been cooked the last 3 weeks. It's okay, right? And he woke up to more nonsense. To more nonsense. I know Drake in bed, like, I don't even want, don't tell me. He is in bed. No, don't even wake me up. I don't even want to get up. Like, respectfully, he does not want to get up. Steph Curry, he probably had an appointment to go tattoo this man on his arm or his forehead. He had an appointment, probably allegedly, to go tat his Steph Curry, this big ass tattoo on his back or his thigh or his tramp stamp. If you know, you know, because that's up Drake's alley. He probably was about to go tattoo this man on his arm, and then woke up, was like, "Look, what? What?" Steph Curry, who was on Drake's side throughout the battle, that was one of the people that was on Drake's side, signed up to do this with Kendrick and PG Lang. Oh my heavenly father. Drake, yo, I don't know how he lives for himself. I do not know how. But anyways, there are 20 players. Keem, Edward, so Keem Light can shine. Drake is mad as hell. Drake is like FML, my life. With Kendrick is a big deal. Yeah, and PG Lang, do you know how much money PG Lang is gonna make? But also, um, it's just it's insanely amazing. On the game, narrated by Kyrie Irving, over 20 NBA players. And he got Cat, from the New York Knicks. He has Jalen Brunson. He has so many people, so many players that are important for this campaign and for this partnership. They said they chose Kendrick because of his reputation with authenticity, his experience to to do connections with artists, direct connection. Let me say that again. His experience to do direct connections with the artist, the performer, the athlete, and the fans and the public. He's an expert at doing connections. Um, and fan experiences. This is what they why they chose him. They said to create cultural moments. To create cultural moments. Lord have mercy. Let me say it again. They chose Kendrick because he has a reputation of authenticity and to have a direct experience from the artist to the fans and connections and to create cultural experiences, everlasting cultural impact. They chose him. And Steph Curry done sign up. I can't wait. I'm sorry, and this is the savage part of me. I can't wait to do shorts on this with Drake's reaction. Remember, he's unbothered, right? For an unbothered person, that was a sure as hell a cry for help on that album. So he is making a serious move, and the film debuted it or it will debut. Um, um, yeah, it will debut. Oh, let me see if it happened. Okay. At Cannes. Um, well, yeah. So yeah, let me see if it happened already. Yeah, Project 3. Let me see. I'm not sure if it happened. I think it might have. Um, Cannes Film Festival. Monday, June 22nd. Well, it premiered, yeah. They did a little premiere, but the whole film, it's like it's extended, so it's longer than that. I uploaded on my page a little bit, and it's so powerful. It's so powerful. By the way, a fun fact that you may not know: this was filmed. The Own the Game was filmed at the. I wrote it down. This takes some research to come over here and talk to y'all. Um, MacArthur. Was it MacArthur? MacArthur, yeah, at the MacArthur Stadium, or yeah, MacArthur facility, and that's where he filmed Humble. Okay, so let me say it again. He did this. He filmed this. When the players are in the different hallways and the staircases in the same facility that Kendrick filmed Humble. Be humble. you know that is that is uh synchronicity. That is poetic justice. That is, you can't make this up. So, and he's humbling Drake. And this is the diss tracks keep happening. The diss tracks from Kendrick don't just come from a song. The diss tracks are this signature that he signed. That's a slap with no hands. That is a diss track in and of itself. That's a diss track to life. Kendrick is a never-ending ass whooping that Kendrick is giving Drake. This is the longest ass whooping in history, and I'm here for this ride. I'm enjoying every second of it. Just look at how much Drake is losing. Okay, let's recap. Just and look at how much Kendrick is gaining. Kendrick had the most successful hip hop hip hop tour, 300 plus million. They didn't even give you the final count. And this ass whooping is gonna last Drake till his life. Kendrick literally, it's like those punches that you feel later, like you're like, damn, it really hurt, man. I might have to take an aspirin, right? This is an ass whooping that is lasting the test of time. It's gonna follow Drake for the rest of his life, unless the only thing that can rescue Drake and can pause the ass whooping and make it stop is if he actually becomes humble and he takes accountability and he, fixes himself, does the shadow work, the inner work, and really has to be humble to a point. And we'll see it if he's humble. But if not, that ass with they wetting that belt. That is a wet belt to ass, like straight naked ass whooping. Hopefully, I won't even say if you know, you know, because I don't want y'all to know you know. A wet belt ass whooping? Come on now. Every time, so this track is a diss track of life. Yo, don't mess with a Gemini, man. I mean, I don't know. Smart Geminis are in their head. They're analytical. Don't mess with a chosen one. Kendrick is a chosen one, so he has high psychic intuition. He has psychic intelligence. People don't believe me when I say that. This ass whooping is eternal. It won't stop. That's why I made that parody and that joke that every day that Drake wakes up is a stupid surprise. He's probably, I want these guys, RDC, please get on it. Make this skit. Drake is in bed with the covers like this, like, what now? Before he gets up, he's like, what now? He looks at his phone and he's like, shh, I hate you, Kendrick. You understand? He wakes up and you know how you do affirmations like, I am great, I am strong? He does like negative affirmation. He's like, I hate Kendrick, I hate Kendrick, I hate Kendrick. You know what I mean? Because this is an eternal ass whooping. Now he's competing with J. Cole for the best fall off ever. And Kendrick keeps getting awards. Let's recap. Kendrick keeps getting awards, partnerships. We still don't know what he did or the partnership that he did with the World Cup. You know, that's still going on. That's in the pending file. Just all the accolades. Baby Keem is thriving. And this guy's ass whooping won't stop. It will not stop. He hates everybody around him, you know, and that's why RDC's kids and all the guys that do Drake's kids, I applaud you. Y'all are so great. Y'all make the day bright and the sunshine because they're so accurate, you know, especially the one where when the beef was over, when the rap battle was over, and they did the cartoon of Drake in a body cast cartoon in the hospital, and he's like, I ain't gonna lie, it was a good fight, you know, it was a good fight. And he's like all tweaking and stuff, and he's in a complete body cast. That reminds me, yo, y'all know the old, I watch some old movies sometimes. Y'all know the old Pink Panther movies? I'm gonna make you laugh. The old Pink Panther movies, that is like one disaster after another, like wherever Drake goes, chaos is following him. He has the angel of chaos. He has the angel. Karma's like, man, we besties. Karma is kicking his ass. People don't believe in karma. I don't know how. I don't know how. Listen, you mess with the wrong one. When you mess with a chosen person, that's your ass. Tyrese, how you doing? Yeah, I hope the movies are gonna be a blast. Yeah, I hope they keep coming. Like all these cartoons, I hope they keep doing all these cartoons making fun of Drake because it is incredible. Kendrick keeps winning. He has a movie coming out. He has movie deals. He has you know, maybe a tour. And by the way, folks, one more thing I want to say. Drake allegedly is going on a tour. That's a narcissist for you. He knows he is surrounded by stupid surprises and karma is in bed with him. You understand? So to speak. Literally and figuratively, right? But his narcissistic way is still, even though he's battling his mind, he's like, oh, I hate my life. His narcissistic way will still, he has a percentage of a delusion that is breathtaking because he still think he can go on tour. He didn't finish. You didn't finish your dinner, Drake. You didn't finish your last tour. Don't get up until you finish. Let me see you push a tour. Let me see you push a T. Let me see you push a tour. You didn't even finish with push a T. You didn't even finish your tour. You didn't finish anything. And that them tours was like $18. So how in the hell? Who is his PR team that's telling him, good idea? You want to go on tour? Why the hell? He's trying to sell his merch at 50% off. He's trying to sell everything, his whole company. Here, take it. Take all my money. He's trying to sell his whole company is in clearance right now. But he talking about a tour. And so I think I heard J. Cole. So if J. Cole is on tour and Drake is on tour and Kendrick drops his album, what the hell? So he's gonna have to. I told you. Listen, we've been saying it. Some of y'all have been telling me, and I've been agreeing with y'all. I've been saying the same thing. He's still got to pack out J. Cole. He had mercy on J. Cole. J. Cole should be sitting on his knee. He should be on his knees every day, saying sorry completely forever. J. Cole, stay saying sorry. You are one big sorry. You are one sorry ass brother. And you know what I'm saying? So if he's gonna be on tour, people gonna be big mad. I'm predicting it. People that go on that damn thing and waste money with J. Cole being sorry and being pathetic on stage, and God knows what else he's gonna say, that stupid thing coming out of his mouth. You know what I'm saying? So his Drake's tours was like $32. It went out to like for 18 for $30 you could see Drake, and he didn't even finish that tour. But they're talking about he want to go on tour. He don't know what the people around him hate him. So it's very easy. They're probably paying Kendrick for information. Like, look, we'll give you free information, or we'll pay you. Just here, take some information. Touring, who's going to pay for that kind of money for karaoke night? And not just that, he's selling his company because he don't have enough money. They done lost $12 million since 2022. Is it, you know, they lost 8 million of that. They lost in 20 Kendrick's Drake's OVO company lost 8 million in 2024. He want to mess with Kendrick in 2024. He done lost $8 million. You can't make this up. Yeah, music. Let's see. You still owe UMG money? Yo, UMG, hi, Madman. Hi, yeah. He still didn't pay you, Madman. You right on time. You're gonna love this. Thank you for my blue heart. You, if you know, you know. Madman, you're gonna love this. Kendrick still hasn't packed out J. Cole. And I feel like that's coming. And me and a few, you know, subscribers, we feel like that's coming. He got something on this album for J. Cole. He got something. And you know, when Kendrick does a line, it sticks forever. I gossip with my bitch like I'm Young Thug too. That Young Thug became a meme at that point. You know what I'm saying? So Kendrick has the stimmies and the lines that last forever, lasting impression. So I still think that J. Cole got mercy from Kendrick, and he should be on his dusty knees, um, thanking the universe, God, and the stars above that Kendrick didn't do him the way he could have done it. And they're about to get a 2-for-1 special if they're on tour. If J. Cole talking about he want to go on tour because he don't know any better. I thought J. Cole, I thought you were supposed to be in the Cosmic with the Nanjing Monkey Kings. They packed you out in China, and we finished here. You completely fell off. So you fell off, and something in your brain says, I want to go on tour. That tour is gonna be $7. That tour is gonna be $7. I got a good one. If you paid me, I wouldn't go to that tour. And if you paid me, you will have to talk like $1 million. Like, I'm outrageous. You know what I'm saying? Like, Kendrick Lamar is coming for J. Cole next. Exactly. I agree. He did get mercy. He got beyond mercy. Oh my God. You know, Kendrick respected that they actually had a so-called brotherhood when Kendrick was young and open. And Kendrick is a beautiful spirit. I love Kendrick. Kendrick is a beautiful spirit. He was open because, you know, J. Cole was trying to talk deep in some of his songs, and then he would be doing weird slave references in other songs, and just a potty mouth sexually against women. Like, he's outrageous. Like, J. Cole's lyrics sometimes are outrageous. I don't know how y'all not surprised. Like, some of his stuff, he gonna get the 2-for-1 special. He gonna pack. You don't think that Kendrick is ready for J. Cole? You think J. Cole is gonna surprise Kendrick? Kendrick has seen too much. That Port Antonio, it ain't going. We're not sweeping that under the rug. I feel that Kendrick got a whole pack up ready for J. Cole in case it's like the real red button, in case it happens. And not just that, for all these people talking crap, you get me? And some of them he don't even pay attention to. But J. Cole, he didn't have to do much with J. Cole because J. Cole packed himself up. he deleted himself. He went on a tour, and it's almost like Kendrick was controlling him. That's why they be like, yo, Kendrick be doing some weird magic on these guys. People don't understand it because J. Cole did the job for Kendrick. The pack of the way he embarrassed himself, he put himself on a humiliation ritual of all these podcasts. That podcast run was him kicking his own ass. So it's like Kendrick should send him a fruit basket. Thank you so much for the way you packed yourself up and away. Get the fuck out of here. The hell out of here, J. Cole, with a concert. Are you crazy? See, and listen, I go through so many emotions with these guys. At one point, I was like, maybe they're like mentally, you know what I'm saying, like disabled. You understand? Because I would understand at that point. But you don't have mental problems when you knew how to entice or try to have Kendrick join a rap battle, trying to entice him and say all those things about his discography. And that's why I can't forget J. Cole. He literally was saying, oh, the last one was tragic and put me to sleep, your albums, this and that, talking all that trash. And look at his karma. And the karma is going to be so bad. J. Cole's karma just started because he's not authentic. He's not living a real life. And when you don't live in a real authentic life, you're in a down hill spiral. You're on a downfall. You decline. You're in a downfall and you don't know it. A lot of people in a downfall, but they're so used to swimming in toxicity and just having a terrible quality of life that they don't almost care. Some of them, and that's like Drake's case. He knows he's like, my life is trash. I don't care anyways. um Kendrick being quiet is the most dangerous thing, Miss Marianne said. Kendrick's silence is like people jumping off and they just walking into traffic. They're like, goodbye, cruel world. You know what I'm saying? People deleting themselves. They just walking, they're losing their God given mind when he is quiet. Because every time he's quiet, he's cooking up some surprise that National Basketball Players Association partner with Steph Curry. Y'all can't tell me Karma don't have a sense of humor. You couldn't make this up. I can't make this up. I'm not that good. With Steph Curry, he was just taking pictures with Steph Curry. Imagine that conversation of him, and he's gonna have to write another love song to Steph Curry, the same way he keeps writing LeBron James love songs. You get me? Cole and Drake both on the Chirons. I think that Kendrick is Rich Bird. Get it because of the song Rich Bird Morale. Yeah, he has he Kendrick authentically cares, and that's why a lot of people say that he is a sensitive savage, and I agree that the name goes for him too. He has sentimental, great feelings. He has human connections. He has empathy, so he feels bad even for these idiots. He probably is laughing, and that's why he said, I don't have a hating bone in my body. He wanted to have a fun exhibition within the game. He wanted to just do a fun rap battle. But once you take it to his family, you don't play with the wrong one. He turns into the monster in your nightmares. And I'm here for it. J. Cole's been jealous of Kendrick for years. I have one of my first videos when I started the channel a year ago, started posting, was J. Cole. I have a couple of J. Cole videos. And I might repurpose them because they're older videos. I might re-upload and spruce them up and show, because now so much has happened that we can actually see, and so we could take a look back when he years ago he did that interview with Angie Martinez or one of them, and he was like talking bad about Kendrick. Back then he was just like, well, this and that, like, I really don't want to do a collab. I don't know if just talking out his, what, has always been jealous. He has always been jealous. Thank you. Your music diva. Absolutely always been jealous. Like I said, I had that video. I had a video also when J. Cole brought out Kendrick in his concert. and the crowd was like dead. It was kind of dead for J. Cole. And the minute he brought Kendrick out, it was, oh my God, the crowd went wild. And when that boy finished his set singing, and he tried to walk out, when Kendrick tried to walk out, man, people were almost climbing the stage like, no, no, Kendrick. They kept, and J. Cole said something smart, like, he turned and he was like, well, damn, y'all want this? Okay, like more than me, or something slick like that. He sees the difference in his own concert. And he brought him out, I think, a couple of times before. He knows the difference. He's been jealous. All of them, the game, all these idiots. It's just so many idiots in the world. It's like I'm afraid to leave my house. Because it's like you leave your house, it's like 5, 4, 3 stupidity. It's like 5 seconds in. It's like you driving or you doing some people doing something stupid. And that's why when I meet smart, intelligent people, I'm like, sapiosexual. You know what I'm saying? I'm like all, turned on by intelligence and common sense. And that's why I celebrate my community. Because it's like, yo, there's people out there. Y'all really out there. It's real. People that, you know, have a different thought, and analyze things differently. And Drake thought, Miss Shirley said, Cole and Drake thought they had a master plan again. And that everybody want a son, Kendrick. And this is the thing, David and Goliath. Oh, he's short. He's this and that. Well, you just got body. Your career ended. Your career is done. A lot of people be like, no, J. Cole's career is not done. And they want to, like I said, they want to go the long way. They want to go the long way. Unless these guys do a 360, like a whole different change, and they have a come to God moment where they take accountability and they restructure and completely change and are humble. Let me tell you something. There was a way that J. Cole could have done his stupid apology and moved on. I've said it a million times, I'll say it again. J. Cole could have done his weak ass apology, his little J fold, put his little tail between his legs, and walked out that damn stage, freaking weak ass punk. Because I don't want to, I'm just doing lighthearted jabs. I don't want to be full savage. 'Cause if you meet me regular life, man, I'll tell you exactly how I think. But he could have just done that, then put out great music and not kiss Drake's ass on this interview tour, podcast tour that he went on, trying to, oh Drake, I call you so many times, he hasn't answered. He monkey in the middle. You know what I'm saying? He just tried to be, in the middle, or pick me. Everybody, please pick me. J. Cole's a pick me. I want to be good with you. I want to be good with you. He doesn't know where he stands. That's why there's God's side and the other side. You can't serve two gods. You can't be, there's evil and there's good. Kendrick's good. Guess which is evil? Okay? Drake, right. So you trying to be in the happy medium. He's like an extra medium. That's what he is. He's an extra medium. You get me? That's what he is. And you can't live like that, because that means you don't take a stand either way. J4 is still subliminal dissing. He's out of control. Um, yeah. Man. Kendrick Lamar will always beat up J. Cole and BBL Drizzy. Yeah, and Drake is just such a disturbed soul. He is such a disturbed soul. Like, you almost want to feel sorry for them. I can't wait for this next album. Says Your Music Diva. Yeah, that album. Do y'all think that Kendrick might, if Kendrick says some slick lines and stuff, oh my God, Drake is gonna be woe is me, pain, agony, and defeat. Woe is me, pain, agony, and defeat. Kendrick lives rent free in both their minds, in J. Cole's mind, and so if Kendrick puts out an album this summer and he goes on tour, there is no competition with Drake's tour and J. Cole's tour. And all three of them there's a possibility all three of them might be on tour. That's gonna be even worse for Drake. And besides, why did he leave? Another reason they're saying he left his tour early is because he had a bunch of court dates. And that was last year. Now he got triple the amount of court dates. He got more court dates. That's what I'm saying. He's been drained in lawyers. And if allegedly he has a kid's mother or five kids' mother and he's allegedly paying them, right? Yo, that money gone. That money is gone. If you got quiet, if you paying people quietly, you're done. You're done. That money's gone, gone. He's been listen. Lawyer fees add up. If a lawyer, if you know, you know. If a lawyer sends you, an email, that's like $75. If they got a fax, that's like $100. Like lawyer fees are draining. Lawyer fees are no joke. And he wants to be in court. At first, it was all fun and game when he tried to listen. UMG got way more money than Drake. They can play this court game for 10 years and have lawyers just on retainer, unlimited retainer. But Drake doesn't have unlimited funds. I don't care what y'all tell me. Drake don't have unlimited funds. He can't play these court games like this. He can't. Um, Asylum said, I remember when Mal said Drake is about to do $1 billion deal because they have a brain full of maggots. Mal, it means bad in Spanish, and his brain is off duty. His brain is off duty. It's like loading, please wait. That's his intelligence is like loading, please wait. They'll say anything, and now he's crying. The same guy that's talking about $1 billion deal is crying about uh, um, Drake not having a summer hit. You know what I'm saying? Loading, please wait. I don't even entertain. I don't even think they're real. That's the same dude that rather be on his knees for Drake than go on his own family member's side, who is what was it, his cousin or brother is actual that started Jay-Z's company, Rockefeller, one of the co-owners or something. And he said now he'll take Drake's side. He'd rather stay on his knees. The end. So he's done. He's been gone. I don't even listen to him. Yeah, the World Cup. Yeah, yeah. And Drake was like, oh, he wanted the super big as the what? Big as the Super Bowl. And as soon as he didn't get the Super Bowl, I don't want no Super Bowl. I'm fine. You know what I'm saying? He should have done that Super Bowl, that halftime show with Lil Wayne. Oh, y'all don't want to even be together. He don't even like Lil Wayne. They don't even like each other, even though he got the man tatted on him. He don't care about no Little Wayne. He took allegedly his girlfriend while Little Wayne was in jail. That's conniving. Then tell his face, apologizing. That's conniving. J Full to the master manipulator. He's a master manipulator, but the problem is that he got possessed by the angel of truth, and then when he went on these tours, this podcast tour, he told on himself. He was like, I don't think I'm great. That's a persona. When I heard that, I was like, I spilled my drink. I think I spilled my drink. I was like, phenomenal, phenomenal. I'll pay good money to hear that again. Kendrick will pop out of the shadows. I can't wait. They're so scared of Kendrick too. I love it. He dropped like 7 minute drill. Yeah, he played 7 minute. J Cole played 7 minutes in Japan. Did a 7 minute drill on his NBA career, and then he was done. Yeah, and so either way, as much as Kendrick is, as much as Drake is losing, the more I'm want to leave y'all with this. The more Drake loses, the more Kendrick wins. It's a very simple formula. It's very simple. Just watch. You listen. Every time I come here on these weekends to talk to y'all, Drake has had the worst week ever. When does it end? When is his worst week ever? All the weeks are competing. All of his weeks are competing for the worst week ever. I thought he had a worst week ever, like, I don't know, with the UMG thing got dropped, and then, you know what I'm saying? But it just got worse from there. It just keeps getting worse. He has this stakes lawsuit thing coming up, and it's like the worst week ever keeps happening. It's like that movie Groundhog Day. He keeps waking up in the same devastation, but there's only one difference. They add more. They add more. What made him think he was gonna perform the Super Bowl? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's narcissism. Narcissistic. Just like the Orange Man, narcissistic. They think they're the best. They have an inflated ego, delusional. They're like their mind is gone. They think that they can do it. So when he was saying big as a what, and then Kendrick was like, "Oh, big as a okay, got you. Big as a surprise, surprise." That's like the theme of the night. Surprise, surprise. Imagine if you were Drake and you talk about big as a what, and J. Cole's watching this like, damn. It's like that sound effect that they were like, five, five. That sound effect. That sound effect keeps playing in Drake's mind, like, damn. I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm getting cooked. Like that should be his ringtone. That should be his wake up alarm. I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm getting cooked. Right. It sounded both Leo. Scary. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Inflated ego, and he's lazy. They're lazy. I already put him. I already have him. Um, I already have him. Uh, river dancing in his concerts. The last concert footage that I put of Drake, which was absolutely hilarious, was him jumping like a goat on I don't know on caffeine. You know what I'm saying? He was just a goat in a bouncy house. That's the dance he was doing. It was like a goat in a bouncy house with a caffeine problem. Look it up. It's on my page. It's called Drake, and I did that like 6 months ago. Drake is having the best downfall ever. And if you want to laugh, also I keep saying that in every live. Drake got the warm welcome when that little boy with they made up his name, the little boy with the saying they're not like us when he came out of the when Drake waiting for Drake with a karaoke machine, little white boy. He was so cute. He was doing the Lord's work. He was like, they're not like us. Ha 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 ha. They're not like us with the mic. And the security was trying to press that little boy. Drake's security was trying to press. And everybody was like, I wish you would hurt. They call him Timothy Lamar. They made his name up. Timothy Lamar. That's what they were saying on the internet. No apologies. I want to see you geeked up. No apologies. No apology. So why would Kendrick meet with J. Cole? I told, and then people were butthurt over that. Like, oh, Kendrick is gonna meet. That goes to show you, y'all not. Some people are not real fans. Y'all haven't studied Kendrick enough. Yeah, I want to see you geeked up. I've been put a video of Kendrick boxing, and I have a video on Drake boxing, and Drake looks like a sissy princess. He gonna get that body work. The way he moves, I'm not even a boxing expert, but he just looks sloppy. And Kendrick looked like it don't matter what size, what height he gonna air somebody out, and he is swift. He moves very fast, strategic, and everybody that's looked at it, it's like, damn, he looked like a boxer. Even the boxer, the boxing, the trainer was like, he looks like a boxer to me. I've been thinking he's been doing this for years. I might re-upload that again. Barbara, how you doing? They try to press the little boy. Wasn't that overseas? Yeah, it was overseas. I have the video. It's called Drake receives warm welcome. I have laughed so much. I have to thank Drake for all the laughter. You know how much laughing I've done and we've done. I remember whenever I put a Drake edit, y'all lose y'all God given mind. The comments make my day. They warm my heart because y'all enjoying it. But yeah, it's called Drake receives warm welcome. It's a little boy with a karaoke. He's like 12 or 14, whatever. And he was like, they're not like us. He waited for Drake outside of his, and Drake looked pissed the hell off. Why would he ever mess with Kendrick? Is beyond me. It's beyond me. Yeah. And he was like, they're not like us. Ha 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 ha. It was diabolically amazing. It was so amazing. I like start this kid a GoFundMe, please. I'm ready. Like we got to support him. Everybody was saying that too. I hope they took care of him. He was like, they're not like us. Ha ha. And then Drake got so pissed off. Because his hair was like in an afro, and he was like, oh, I look too much like them. And he had like a hat on. He was probably pissed off that he looked too much like us, and we don't tame our hair. If I don't say my hair is out of control, out of control. A glorious afro. Love it. I'm aerodynamic. I could almost float without gel. So he had an afro and he had a hat. He looked pissed off because Drake is not like us. He knows he's not like us. He just Drake is mad that we discover his grift. That he's like, damn it, there goes my money. Because all of they care about is money. And J. Cole's the same way. And sorry, they have, you know, the moms, because yeah, Barbara go for Mississippi in here. Oh, hi. How you doing? Mississippi in the house. Where y'all from anyways? I never asked y'all where y'all from. Where you stay at? Where your mama stay at? Where your grandma stay at? Like Kendrick, where y'all from? Where's all these subscribers from? Thank you so much. And join my Patreon if you're a Kendrick fan. Like I have just crazy amount of stuff that I post on there, interesting stuff. Some of the stuff I want to post on here, and sometimes I do teasers where I show you a little bit, but then I put the rest uh on the Patreon because YouTube bugged out, so we have to do the membership there. Mississippi, somebody's from Mississippi. Uh, let's see where y'all from. Yeah, yeah. Truth Unfiltered. Oh, New Jersey. That's what's up. Yeah. Oh, California. That's what's up. Yeah, that's where the people from. Wow, everybody's everywhere in different times and everything. Yeah, so this is just a movie we're watching. And like I said, Kendrick will not stop winning. When you mess with God's favorite child and one of the God's favorite soldiers, chosen. Why do I call him a chosen? Because he preaches positivity. Yeah, he talks a little, he flirts, he does a little human things. But Kendrick's mission is to all of his songs, his album inspired. They could teach you how to be a better human. They can uplift you. They can stop you from being on the edge. You understand? It's gonna be all right. All the positivity that he tries to show is great. You know what I'm saying? It's positive. We get something out of the album. When you listen to Drake's album, mention to me shebang. What the hell are you getting? You're getting a shebang. I live in New York City for 30 years and now I'm living in Miami. Wow, Miss Marianne. Wow, from New York City, Miami. Lord have mercy. Miami is nice. New York City is dope. Indianapolis, I think. Indiana, California. Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. Oh, Cali. Rosemary Martina from Sacramento. Hola, ¿cómo estás, mi amor? Rosemary. Dixon Cali. That's what's up. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. No, but this is gonna be interesting. This is just a movie we're watching in real time. It is like my mouth dropped at so much winning that Kendrick is doing. I can't even. I honestly can't keep up with it. That's why y'all were like, "Oh, he won something last night. You didn't post." No, darn it, I was asleep because I just posted some other win that he had, and I didn't post. Yeah, and so I didn't post the win that he had last night, but yeah, we're talking about it. But the just Kendrick, the winning is it's like nothing. This is a rap battle, excuse me, like we've never seen before. And I'm glad it's all on paper and it's still funny and fun, you know what I'm saying? Even though Drake tried Kendrick with his kids and his family was the most despicable thing, but it's the most entertaining thing to watch. It's outrageous to watch. The amount of winning, and we still don't know. So we look forward to tomorrow. For those of you that are watching the BET Award, Dixon in the house. Oh, Miss Shirley, it's a profit. And some of these people, it's easy. I can even predict your angle, like he said. Some of these people, look, we've watched Drake enough that we could predict his angle. We could predict that his narcissism is gonna make him think that he's the best. His narcissism is literally dangerous to his finances because of his narcissism. Let me say it again. He is in a lawsuit right now, $5 million, right? They're going back and forth, right? But he spent, again, let me say it. He spent about 15 million. He spent, wait, how much did he spend? He spent 1.2 million on the ice blocks. And just to put the ice blocks in downtown Toronto because of his inflated ego. He's like, freeze the world, freeze the world. He tried to do that. He's like, I'm going to do. He spent about 15 million to light up the Toronto whatever, and to that building that he froze. And I mean, they're saying it's about 15 million or more that he spent on this Iceman rollout, and for years. So imagine, his inflated ego will have him think, I want to be better than anybody. But why is he dangerous? Because he's not reasonable. If he was reasonable, he would be like, that don't make no damn sense. He would knock himself out. He would knock some sense into himself. He's just, now he's competing with, he doesn't realize he's competing with J. Cole's fall off, for the worst fall off ever. He doesn't realize that because he thinks he still has a chance. He thinks he still has a chance. So this is about to be just lesson upon lesson. Yeah, just lesson. He and J. Cole only had 280,000. Yeah, it's like he's a, you know what, Miss T Star Real? Remember T Star Real? I see you. I think Drake is a glutton for punishment. You know how some people will be like, pleasure, he probably took it from Jay Z. Pain is pleasure, and pleasure bust pipes. He's like, oh, please give me some more. Give me some more. You had enough? Give me some more. Give me some more. Remember that song? Give me some more. So he's in bed with Karma. They cozying up at night to cook something delicious for the morning. And every time he wakes up, like I said, he gets packed out. So many people by belting Drake. Yeah, Kendrick packed out so many people because Kendrick went like this. He pulled the curtain apart. He's like, and this one and that one and the third. This, that, and the third. Shout out to Charles. Um, we got a jazz concert coming up at Mare Island on July. That sounds fantastic. I love jazz. Yes, I love jazz. I know that there's Masego's in concert, and um Terrace Martin is in concert too. In New York and in Cali. Well, he's going to different places. I heard. I'm so jealous. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, that's nice. Now we learned the moral of the story. Never rap against. Yeah, never rap against Kendrick again. Don't rap. That's what Drake stands for. Remember they said it early in the rap battle. Drake, don't rap against Kendrick ever. But he didn't. He didn't listen. He didn't listen to anything. So many people. He uncovered everything. So it's just gonna keep going. I'm just astonished. Miss T Star Real cracking up. I'm just astonished at all the stupid surprises that Drake gets. Like every week. This is all in a week, folks. Last week I was talking about something else. Every time I come here, it's like, you know what I mean? I might, and I'm trying to go live a little bit more often, but because there's so much stuff that these people be doing that I don't even know. I'm like, yo, and I feel like I'm forgetting something. I feel like I'm forgetting something. They just be doing so much. Oh yeah, stupid academics. Yeah. Um. So yeah, two last things real quick. Academics, and Academics TV has a lawsuit, and that's another thing, because Academics is so far up Drake's, what, right, that he's getting some taste of his karma. How, you may ask? Well, he has Academics TV, which is said to allegedly be run by this other idiot. What's his name? um Grand whatever wizard, Grand Wizard. What the heck is his name? Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah, this academic idiot. Well, the page is allegedly being ran by this academics has this guy Grand Wizard Chat something N word, okay, and he says atrocities on that page. That page is like a defamation lawsuit waiting to happen. They defame everybody. They talk despicably about Kendrick. They do everything. Bottom line is, in the age of Aquarius, kingdoms are crumbling and everything is being exposed. So they finally found and caught up with the idiot that runs that page, and they served him a lawsuit. And the funny thing is that the way the servers are doing it, like he didn't want to take the paper or whatever, and they just threw it. He was walking his dogs, and they put that boy picture everywhere. He's Asian, by the way. So the person that runs Academics TV page, which is atrocities, it's horrendous things, is this Grand Wizard Chat N word, whatever his name is. And they've been trying to catch up to this guy for years or for a while, and they finally caught up. Karma doesn't forget an address, folks. So they served the papers, they just threw it on the floor. It's so crazy. They just threw it and took a picture of and they just posted that picture's posted everywhere because he was trying to, I guess, conceal his identity. Boy, they done found him. So, moral of the story is academics. Ever since he got engaged to Drake, it's been more karma. He signed up to get part of his karma, so they're sharing it. And he has a bunch. He allegedly has three other cases or two other cases pending, too. By the way, he still got that alleged situation with the girl. Yeah, he all over. So it's like, you want to get your engagement necklace. You know what I'm saying? You want to have like candlelight dinners. Well, there's a price to play with. You know, play. With fleas, wake up with. Lay down with dogs, wake up with fleas. So you want to be over there engaged and expecting Drake holding your belly like you 10 months pregnant with 20 Big Macs. So you got part of his karma. So you know, he like 20 months pregnant, but they're saying he's losing weight, and these guys are so funny. I gotta post some of what is uh glasses comments and stuff, and Macwap. They're talking about he heard what y'all said, and now he's on allegedly might be on Ozempic. Academics heard that Yak said the back of his neck looked like a pack of hot dogs, and that he's a chair sticker, and that he's in a basement dungeon. He's a DoorDash Pro Max VIP member, and that he heard everything y'all said. That he hasn't done laundry since the first coming of Christ, and he done got mad, and he's gobbling Ozempic, taking Ozempic shots allegedly, and that he's losing weight. But some people don't look. He's doomed because he might not look good skinny. He don't look good. I'm still not over his legs. Remember that picture when we finally saw a standing shot of academics? I thought I needed therapy. Next to ASAP Rocky, Drake did have his hand across Axe belly. I'm not kidding. They were expecting a Big Mac. He was engaged. Yes, he's engaged, and I'm the only one that's saying it. But he's Macademics, big Magademics, if you will. So they're expecting chaos, destruction, pain, agony, and defeat. So they're expecting. Oh, congrats to the unhappy couple. So that's what he's getting, and that's what they are receiving. Ever since they got engaged, allegedly, the next day he ran his mouth and told the world Drake's kids, and then so we were like, oh, so he's admitting he has kids. We were like, woof. Every time. It's so funny to me. Every time Drake turns around, there's some other. He's putting out fires. It's like he's putting out wars. Drake is never without a zesty moment. That's why they resonate, because they all do weird stuff. They're into weird sexual stuff, you know what I'm saying, and not living in their truth. Because there's some people that are out and about, okay, they're open or whatever, but they just want to act, like, no, I like chicks or whatever. And I know people be like, oh, you're sexually fluid. No, you just say yes to everything, They both start criticizing Kendrick. That's their bad, like I said. Ever since, and I don't know whatever happened to Game. The Game must have been one time bang, thank you, ma'am. And he flew him out or whatever, and he was like, thank you, love always. That was last night was fun. Okay, bye. So whatever Game purpose was to earn his right to get flown out and have a little dinner, it was a whang bang, thank you, ma'am. That was cringe. That was beyond cringe. Your music diva. I wish I was making this stuff up. That's why they make me look like I'm extra funny. Drake is in his taking L's ever, and it won't stop. Every time he wakes up, it's like that sound effect. Fa fa fa. You heard that sound effect online. It's like, dang. Yo, every time I can't even, like, I could fill up a whole notebook. There's even more stuff that I'm not even talking about. Yeah, that was a hit it and quit it. Yeah, the Game was like, oh, they played that game that night. You know what I'm saying? And he was a hit it or quit it, because we don't know what happened. He's in the pending file. Because I was like, if Game wrote any of these lyrics on this album, he really hates Drake. Wang bang, thank you, ma'am. Yeah, that was a hit it and quit it. The people are just crazy and without talent. That's true. They're out of control. That's why I said every time I have these lives and we talk about it, it makes us feel better. It's like therapy. Because it's like, damn, I'm not that stupid. Damn, I'm not that corny. Damn, I'm not that much of an idiot. I didn't mess that badly up. You know, Happy Father's Day, Drake, and happy whatever. And you can't make this up. When I heard that his baby mom got married on Father's Day, I'm like, on Father's Day, you could have literally waited the weekend after. She's probably dancing to "They Not Like Us." I hope Adonis is on Kendrick's side. I swear for God. I swear for God. I hope Adonis is like on Kendrick's side. I'm just waiting for a meme of Adonis to be online or some for me to see that Adonis is dancing to one of Kendrick's music. I'll upload that thing so fast. Oh my God. But anyways, thank you everybody for being here. I don't want to take up too much time. Your presence is a present. I know we're silly. I know. I forgot what you said, but thank you, Miss Marianne, Miss Marianne, for like the sense of savage. Yeah, this is therapy. This is therapy. I swear to goodness, this is therapy. Y'all make me laugh, hugs, and not just that. We could be silly together, but the jokes that we make are like real. That's what's really funny about it. Like we could make jokes all day, and these people still do something worse than the jokes that we just made. And it's like this whole week. Oh, I know for a fact there's more news on Drake or some nonsense, and then he's omnipresent. He won't stop and shut the hell up and sit somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So he loves social media, and it's like a cry. It might be a cry for help. It might be a cry for help, but yeah, that's why there was a rumor that he bought Kendrick's house. He didn't buy that. Yeah, Michelle, it's therapeutic. These sessions will tell you, yo, you ain't fuck up that bad this week. Like you didn't mess up that bad. Like keep going, cause it's crazy. You can't make this up. But thank you everybody. Join the Patreon. If you want to become a member, and if you the type of people that just love to see Kendrick stuff and just I have nonstop stuff, exclusive things, and this is my reaction to all this nonsense. You know what I mean? And court is out of session. But thank you for being here, because you could have been anywhere in the world. Maybe some of you were here, there, multitasking, because there's so many people going live. But these people are so stupid. They're so stupid. Like I said, Drake owes all this money and he's spending. That's why I research how much he's spending, because I needed to put a pin on that and be like, why are you in court battling over 5 million when you don't spend more on this stupid ass rollout that he don't even want now he not saying Iceman no more. Like he ain't saying it so much. He ain't freezing the world no more. Freeze the world. You ain't freezing nothing. You know, you freeze your career. Drake freeze his career. That's what he did. He paid $15 million for the fall off. So you know what? If he was competing with J. Cole, Drake won. Best fall off goes to, let's give Drake an award. Best fall off goes to Drake because he paid the most to play himself. So he literally played himself. And Kendrick's talking about own the game, and these mofos are playing themselves. Get it? That's that was a beautiful way to end it. We wrap that up. I got bars. I got bars. People were laughing. Some of y'all comments because I was rapping over Kendrick's lyrics on my last short that I uploaded. One of the shorts that that I uploaded. I forgot which one. Yeah. Um, thank you so much. Oh, T Star Real said you're hilarious. Thank you. Anybody hosting BET Awards party? Yeah, me. Come through. Come through, man. Come through. We got mad food, 6 napkin chicken wings, burgers, vegan, anything, gluten free. We got you. Yeah, come through, come through. Thank you, Sister Savage. Thank you so much. Until next time. We love you. That's so sweet, Eric. Give me a hug. um, thanks for the live, Miss Texas. And the laughs. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much. Because, like I said, I know everybody live tonight. So if I have 5 faithful people, 10, I appreciate you. I love y'all. Until next time, court is out of session. Sensitive Savage Court is out of session. But thank you. Have a great night. And let's look forward to seeing what Baby Keem does and if the boogeyman will pop out and show ninjas tomorrow at the BET Award, or if he's just going to be in attendance looking sharp and wonderful. And have a great night. Thank you. All the members, shout out all the members. Some of y'all are real quiet, but I appreciate y'all membership on Patreon. Thank you so much. My Cash App's there. Um, let me just put the stuff again. Face. I always have to remember. Yeah, I always have to remember to do this Patreon stuff. Okay, yeah, perfect. Um, perfect. Thank you. God bless. Good night. Have a good night. See you next time. How do I turn?